Hi, hello, and welcome to another Definitely Not stream. I'm your host, Definitely Not Vlad, and today we're doing some +4 keys on the Holy Paladin. We've got 6 keys to do, and if we do them very quickly, I might just do some viewer keys and +4s, just for funsies, where you guys can stand in shit and I can fill your health bars. So there we go. Let us begin immediately. I just want to blast some keys, man. I'm excited about playing this character. I've been having a good old time. So we need just about everything other than Darkflame, Cleft, and Priory. So we're going to go look for everything other than Darkflame, Cleft, and Priory. Hello, Soulless War. By the way, the guild is called Failfied. I hope I applied to the right way. Yeah, that's what it's called. That is indeed what it is called. And let me just check. I might be able to actually invite you through the... Nope, I can't do it on this character. Danny will have to do so at some point. Makes the poems look 69% more gamery. Hashtag moisture check. Hashtag skincare squad. I like skincare squad. Vlad glow up and wet and moist and wild? That sounds worse somehow. Oh wait, did he actually send you an ankle pic? What? Oh shit, Danny asked for a moisturize. I didn't even freaking realize. I thought she was asking somebody to use moisturize. Would Danny be willing to bring me the smoothie thing? Or is that here? Oh wait. No, I don't think it is here. I think she's bringing it. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Lenny gets to name the next character. I need to name it there's too many R's in a row. By the way, that chat entry, that little entry text box is meant to be for you to actually put in the name, not just randomly type some random shit in. You're the third person to mess it up. Mr. Bonk. Okay. So Mr. Bonk is going to be body type 2, that's for sure, just to mess with people. Then say something? What do you mean? It literally says it in the thing. Alright. Well, we got to stand for 20 minutes. Lenny names a character. Danny has me moisturize. Jesus. How can you name the character without knowing the class? You YOLO it. And Jameson says sit back down. Okay, we're gonna sit back down. But you guys may notice differences here. And holy shit, you guys are just spamming everything. Buffs and Heals asks for a hydrate. There you go. Okay, our party lead in this just left. Fucking shit keys, man. Alright, hold on. You can't spam hydrate, it has a cooldown. I made them anti-spam. Time to put some of this stuff on me. I think I might need a little bit more for this side. There we go. I don't want to overdo it because it is quite moisturizing. And a little bit goes a long way. You know, guys? I can't even see chat right now, so I'm just gonna take care of this, and then we can continue. Yesterday, nobody even redeemed the moisturize. I was disappointed. I'm counting on you guys to do my skincare for me. Oh man, hold on. Here we go. I put too much on my nose, which is unbelievable considering the size of my fucking schnoz. But We make it work. I want to rub that in real good because otherwise I'm gonna feel extra greasy and it's just gonna be bad. Okay, it's just gonna be bad. I'm not gonna like it. I already hate it, to be honest. Every fiber of my being is screaming at me. But the things we do for them big streamer bucks that I don't get. Spam for spams for spam. If you see this, you're legally required to spam. Spam the spam for the spam god. We're not here to think, we're here to spam. Lad demands it, Danny approves it. Let's break chat, baby. Alright. Danny, are you spamming like ChatGPT prompts? Like generated stuff out? What is that? Inflation channel point rewards? I don't know. I bumped up the price because now people can't make me sit down every time. They can only make me sit down every other time. That's how I made it work. I don't have time to read these giant messages. I'm sorry. I know you're putting an effort, but I can't be bothered. Like, it's not a conversation. It's literally just spam. But standing is more expensive? Yeah, because it can't be interrupted now. You just got upsold. Alrighty, let's see if we can get into a run now. Damn, I just applied to that one and it's already full. Unfortunato. What is this? Cinderbrew Meadery. Alright. Oh, this person's very undergeared. 4.9 million HP. Oof. 602 item level? Somebody's getting boosted. Well, we're gonna put a beacon on that person, that's for sure. Thanks offline. Oh, that's wonderful. Tell the mage gear and paste. Now he said hello, just quick relog and party chat, so I think everything's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Just let them lick the floor, it's fine. I like a challenge. It's a +4, so it shouldn't be too rough. Maybe the first pull might be a bit much for him. But we'll see how it goes. I took a flight path to here, then to fly to here then. I don't understand. Just fly from Donegal. Oh well. There's the DK. The DK is at Keeper's Terrace. Will the 4 million HP mage do more damage than the 6.5? Actually, let's make a prediction out of it. Screw it. Right, you guys have 2 minutes to predict which mage will win the DPS battle. The one with more item level or the one with more skill? If the person with more item level is also more skilled, then, well, you know, fuck it, but whatever. We're gonna imply that the mage with less item level is more skilled. The red one. It's not that... Marcus, god damn it. With mages, you never know. That is very true. Hey, Zebajin. Let us apply a mana oil and then a chug of some swiftness pots or flasks or vials or whatever the hell they are at this point. I do not know. Alrighty. The winner is overall damage or DPS? Overall damage. They're both frost according to what I saw. So, how about interrupts? Nope, just damage. Just damage. Get your predictions in. It's ending very soon. Is it me or are keys today a total floor fest? It's like people forgot how to play 12s. Well, I don't. Oh, it's not. It's not on Mythic, so that's good. I haven't done any 12s today. All I've done is record my shit keys, and now I'm streaming shit keys. I napped in between. It was great. Now it's set to Mythic. There we go. Good start? Hell yeah. Gives you time to get those predictions in, which are about to end right now. At the end of the dungeon, please remind me. I will probably forget. Also, let me know if music is too loud again. I don't know what's going on, but it's like 40% louder every day, and I have to keep turning it down. It's kind of annoying. Good volume today? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. All right. No pull timer, no nothing. Strong. Very strong. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to focus up here because this first pull is probably going to be kind of cracked. We're going to put focuses up and we're going to target the... Never mind, it's not cracked. It is not cracked at all. It is the opposite of cracked. It is, in fact, kind of boring. Oh, well. Better safe than sorry, I guess. We're going to spam heals into... well, whoever needs them, but at that point in time, I was thinking the whatchamacallit, the DK needed them the most. We're gonna lay on hands on the DK. What the hell is going on? Come on now. DK. Use Dancing Rune Weapon. Why is it off cooldown? Use it. Okay, okay. We got this, we got this. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Are we pulling more? Chewy will be joining us here soon. I gotta watch out now. Gotta watch out. I can't say I'm a fan of tracking Eternal Flame. I don't, my guy. You gotta do something about that health bar dropping like that. I can't be dealing with that nonsense right now. Oh, okay. Never. It's a blood DK. Why am I freaking out? I'm supposed to ignore his HP, and if he sucks, he dies. That's it. We have a muscle and Chewy being pulled. Holy shit. I'm not a big fan of that. We're going to put a Dawn Light on this person and this person. Divine Toll after that knockback and dot combo. Love to see it. Keep the HP high. We're going to drop a blind here. No, we're not. Oh, I'm stunned. Okay, well, let me stun this in return. There we go. We still have Muscle and Chewy. They're not really being taken care of. I'm going to bubble here. This person ice blocked or whatever. Swirlies are coming down. This is a bit of a shit show, isn't it? Bit of a shit show. We have 2 muscles active now. I can't really out heal that, but as long as the tank stays alive, I guess it's not a full wipe. Oh my goodness. We're gonna bop this person because they have aggro because the tank's not taking aggro. Guys, what is going on? Please, please, somebody, some heal. How do I keep these people alive? There's too much damage happening. I don't know how to do it. We got this, though. We got this. Why do I have to do 1.5 million HPS? Because we pulled and chain pulled the muscles and Chewy and all sorts of shit. So far, surprised that we only have 2 deaths from all that. But we're going to go in here and blind these. And this person's already dying again. I had to bop. Was it Dwarf? Or who was it? I don't know who it was, but I needed to bop someone. Tank's a little lost, doesn't know where he needs to go next, but I'm pretty sure towards the mobs is a good idea. I mean, we're off to a good start for today's first run, guys. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. Okay. Keep the tank alive. Nice and safe. There we go. Oh, man. I failed my kick, but I can still stun the guy, so that works out. I'm not sure why we didn't pull the mobs in the back there, but now we're pulling the other patrons. I'm gonna taunt this in by accident. Whoopsie daisy. How clumsy of me, right? Keep the blasters alive. Honestly, the lower item level mage is doing better than I expected it to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did all that and I didn't pop wings because apparently I'm saving wings for next expansion. So that's great. Good job, Vlad. This feels like every time I healed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You just get a bunch of people that are a little bit lost in the sauce, or a tank that's a little lost in the sauce, and then, you know, shit hits the fan. We don't. What is the tank doing? He drops a D on D on them and does it, and then moves backwards. And we're also pulling that group. I don't know why. It's not like we're gonna skip something later on. It's okay, guys. It's a +4. People are learning. They're learning an awful lot. So many things are being learned right now. It's amazing. Had a guy pull this whole room last night. I almost shit a brick. I mean, if you killed it and lived, that's amazing. I assume you did not, though, because that just sounds absolutely insane. Tank is unfamiliar with the ideal positioning for this boss, but that's okay. You know, you just tank him where you stand. Make sure you cover everything in the gunk here. That way we have nowhere to stand. That would be a good idea, right? Having somewhere to stand, that's so 2004. Nobody does that anymore. I have to be honest, I don't really see the point of these Eternal Flame trackers. They do 17k ticks every second. It's literally nothing. I'm gonna get rid of those as soon as I can, which is probably gonna be after this. Okay, I need to get closer to the center of the room. Ideally not murdering myself in the process. We're gonna have to cast some heals. I know it's disgusting, but we'll have to do it. I don't know why I added these Eternal Flames. I knew they didn't heal for much. I need to stop listening to every single comment that people put on my videos, because honestly, some people are a little incorrect about the things they suggest. Tank doesn't want to move away from this spot, but that's okay. They'll move away when they get knocked back. Tank, or the boss, goes into the middle. We are now ready to do our thing. I'm not going to be running back and forth with people because honestly, you can have one person just stand in the middle as long as someone takes care of two of these by taking care of this corner patron and then more of them later. I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of some of these. If we don't, that's okay. 7 of them, that's good enough. Boss is a little buffed, but we're entering the last spot. Tank is nope, that wasn't a keyboard turn, but they're turning very slowly. they don't strafe. They turn like this and then they run out of it. Okay, let's try the keyboard turn for this key. Why not? The tank's doing it. Must be working for them. So let's try to just keyboard turn for this entire run. I might at some point forget accidentally and you know, not do it, but it's not a big deal. All right, let's see. Where does the tank go? Does the tank go across the room? Does the tank go here? We don't know. Look at him go. Look at him go with the keyboard turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We're going this way. He's juking me. It's too quick. His keyboard turning is faster than mine. He's clearly more experienced at it. So we're going to try and match his freak here. Okay. Oh, that wasn't a keyboard turn. That's cheating, mister. He turned with his mouse. How dare he? I'm going to go ahead and accidentally pull that because I don't want to fight 3 mobs. It's going to get pulled anyway. We just want to get it in there sooner. Okay. Big beam. Let's dispel this. Charges on me. I'm going to use a defensive and stand over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's blind here to get those beams and everything else interrupted. Target's not in line of sight, so we're gonna have to move over here. Dude, keyboard turning is hard. How do people do this? How do people play like this? I don't know. Oh man, this is actually difficult. A nice little challenge. Maybe that makes Bliss 4 keys interesting. Okay, we run through. Okay, just keyboard turning. Four deaths, then reset. That is unfortunate. We're still getting kicks in. We're getting the keyboard turning done. Guys, this is working. I mean, keyboard turning isn't as bad as I thought it would be. At least so far. We'll see if there's any sort of extra movement-y fight that I have to deal with where keyboard turning ends up biting me in the ass. Is there a WeakAuras that blows an air horn whenever there's a Worgen in the group so you can kick them and slash leave? What's this? Where's this Worgen hate coming from? Come on, guys. I didn't keyboard turn there. My bad. I don't know how to interrupt. I don't have enough interrupts for this. I have to do the affix and then I have to do the thing as well. Oh, tank's going down. He's opening the spell book at the same time and trying to find where his defensives are. There we go. He found one. It was on page 2, so it took him a second. Oh man, I'm talking so much shit. But actually, like, this is fine. For a +4, this is perfectly doable. There is a delivery on Dwarf. It goes over into the side. Another delivery this time on the other guy. What's his name? Whatever the hell it is. Tandlos or whatever. He also stands in the corner, but the mob died before it charged, so that's fine. I think the more challenging thing is to not move my camera with my left click, so I'm only turning with my keyboard. Hold on, I'm getting lost here. Blind takes care of all of those. Big crit heal goes out onto Tandlos, make sure it stays alive. I'm gonna use a thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. What's that thing called? Divine Toll. Oh, guys, I'm overwhelmed. How are we all doing today? I'm doing good. I had a nice nap. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. All right, this is probably going to be another double hobgoblin pull, so that'll be interesting to say the least. We do have wings though, so I don't know why I'm freaking out. I need to just use wings more often. I'm going to bop this person. I think they're just getting their butt whooped. I went down. What did I die to? Melee from brew drops. Okay, cool. This is probably going to be a wipe because there's too much shit in this pool. Oh man. Keyboard turning. Coming in strong. I'm a little overwhelmed here. I think the tank's about to go down and that's going to be our first reset of the run. Tank kind of just stood in the middle of the room, so we pulled both of the brew drops, or not brew drops, sorry, hobgoblins, and that ended up being a little too much for us. I'm gonna wait for the tank to come over. He's gonna walk through any moment now. There he goes, on all fours. On all fours, yep. He's also wearing a Stormwind Guard thing. Okay, here we go again with the positioning in the middle of the room. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to sack the tank because he's refusing to use any of his defensives. I'm going to bubble and we're going to continue to heal the tank as best we can. I'm going to dispel this. I'm going to stun this, kick this, and do our best to keep people alive. Never mind. Tank is dead again. Guys, I don't know if we can do this. The tank is just completely clueless. All right.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
If you get some very worldly advice from Worf, they say pull out. I'm assuming they mean the tank needs to pull the group out of the room. But who knows? Maybe he's referring to someone's mother. I don't know, guys. All right, let's see. He's on all fours again. Can he figure it out? Hit the mobs and then he keyboard turns so he runs into the wall. I was not ready for that. I saw him just slam his fucking face. He's gonna end up looking like a pug now. Worst looking Worgen ever. Worf dies to probably aggro because the tank's doing 400k DPS spamming blood boil. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's give him a quick inspect here. He's playing, what the fuck is that? He's playing Sand Lane. Oh. But he's not doing the Blood Beast thing. So he's just... my guy got some homebrew build. He's dealing with that. Well, what are we working with here? No, he copied a build from somewhere, that's for sure. I don't know, guys. He's trying his best, but it's not really working out. I don't know what to tell you. Here's the Hobgoblin. Hopefully nobody rips aggro off our tank that's doing interesting damage. I'm having a hard time this time just staying in the key. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna look for a heal on Yozoka as soon as that lands. I don't know, guys. This is this is an interesting key. Build from Timu. I think it's okay. I think his I think he just picked the wrong thing in the hero talents. Maybe he didn't copy them over. Maybe he copied at level 70 and just kind of winged the hero talents. But it's looking kind of rough, guys. Looking kind of rough. Okay, tank. We're pulling just one Hobgoblin. Screw it. The tank feels safe only pulling one Hobgoblin. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, respect their wishes here, so to speak. I'm still keyboard turning, by the way. Still keyboard turning. Oh, we have an extra group being pulled with a DND, no less. My friend doesn't realize that he's supposed to keep the mobs in the DND. It's not a pull thing. You don't just pull with it. You're supposed to use it to stand in. But he doesn't quite understand that part of playing Blood DK. That's fine. It's okay. They'll figure it out eventually when they start getting, you know, into higher keys. Would you guys like this guy in your key? This tank? I don't know. In a +4 key, I guess he's good enough, you know what I mean? For anything else, we might be in a bit of trouble here. But my guy is trying to learn at least. He's trying. He did what people suggested, which is pulled out the mobs on the pull that was giving us some trouble. And now we're slowly but surely around the 7-hour mark going to clear this room. It's going to be great. We get 10 stacks of the buff. We're just going to... Whoopsie daisy, pulled that. We're gonna use a defensive here as well as a sack on the tank to make sure that everything is okay. Ooh, sacking a Blood DK is always an interesting choice. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. We're gonna dispel this. I do have wings available. We're gonna use wings here, man. I can't be risking it. This DK is gonna freaking die. Rejuvenating honey comes out. We're gonna stun this other thing. Another rejuvenating honey. That's okay. Quickly dispel that. Whew, okay. Is he good enough? Timer's looking shaky. You know, I don't want to say anything too mean. We'll see. We'll see. This is maybe the rougher part of the dungeon, so you know. We'll see. The DPS is pretty high. It's just that we keep dying, so that's why we lost a bunch of time. Do people use their CC? Wonderful, they do. I don't have to use mine. I'll keep mine for combat because that's when people pay less attention. Alright, Bloodlust comes out. We're going to pop off on this boss, I bet. I bet we're going to pop off on this boss. We're going to just absolutely obliterate her. Let's go. Just beat the bejesus out of it. I gotta move the camera to be above me while I keyboard turn my way around this boss. I'm still keyboard turning, by the way. Still committing to the bit. Still keyboard turning. Tank is not moving away from the brew drops. At least he's going to get knocked back, but he's going to run back to it. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that. He's going to run back to it. I'm going to dispel this person. I'm going to use a defensive and just heal myself until I can dispel myself as well, which is now. That's beautiful. Okay, boss is at half HP. These are going to start respawning soon, and the boss is going to start spinning soon. I don't have... He's just grippy hands. Yeah,
Your survival
cut.
wasn't necessary.
I'm done, man. I can't, this guy is fucking clueless. Fucking die already so I can leave, bro. I can't, man. This is he keyboard turned me to death. He's, I guess, trying to do something here. He probably doesn't see that there's people that are gone. He's running around in circles. The boss has 10 stacks of this, so he's immune to damage. He's got, I don't know how big of a shield on him. Quite a big shield on him. Tank is finally dead. I can release and walk out. I'm fucking done, bro. Yeah, this guy is absolutely fucking clueless. I'm sorry, but like, you gotta know some things before you go into the dungeon. I'm not here to blind prog with you. From your builds to your use of your abilities, to your DPS, to your survivability, to your mechanic knowledge, it is just 0 out of 10 on pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. But we go again. It's not my key. I don't care. I just look for a different 4-4 key, and we get it done. Here we have a Theater of Pain. Let's try to join that and maybe experience some more of what we had in here, which was pain. Pain for sure. There we go. We got invited to a Theater of Pain. Do we have a portal ready? We do. We're going to teleport over to Theater of Pain and call it a day. So the top DPS was the mage that did that had more gear. So let us choose the outcome. It was gear that won. Enjoy your newly found points. This person wants us to help them summon. I got a summon from my friend here. That's great. I hope none of my points went to Marcus. The mage one? Yes, between the two mages, the mage won. You're a wiener? Were you the only one that voted for the win? Or for the higher item level mage? That's kind of crazy. I thought it was pretty obvious that the other mage is going to win. The item level difference was way too big. Even like a 30% worse rotation would still be outplayed by that. 640, 602. Yeah, it was a 38 item level difference. That's just too much of a difference. Their damage breakdown looks pretty similar. So I think both of them are... I don't know. This guy has more blizzard damage. Or no, Frozen Orb went? It could be a tier set difference. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it too much. I don't know Frost Mage, but yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We get some food offered to us here, so it was great. You weren't the only one, but most of it was me. Oh, okay, okay. You put in quite a few points on that, huh? The group wants to pull these two together. I don't trust the bounce skip. Even without enrage effect removal thing. Never mind, the tank changed their mind. They want to do 2 pulls. That's fine. You're getting bullied? That's real deal. What did James do? Just because James said, I hope none of my points went to Marcus? He just expressed a hope, a sincere hope. Tell him where I bullied you. Show me on the doll.
5, 4,
that sounds horrible.
3, 2, 1.
Devin says, just pull it all into boss. It'll be fine. Honestly, I think it might be, even if we try it. We'll see. I think we're pulling in 2 pulls here, so it's whatever. I'm going to focus my DPS on this guy here, the Bloodhorn. When he first starts raging, tantruming it up, we're going to use wings here, and that'll completely negate any sort of damage that it does, like, without question. It's just going to be way too easy. Because wings actually heals a shit ton. Those dawn lights popping off is insane. Maybe I shouldn't heal the tank, but instead, heal myself. Nine out of 10 don't mind bullying. Sure, what do you mean with that? Are you being bullied too? Or are you saying most people don't mind being bullied? This group's playing really well. We have ranged coming into melee. This is going to be like the exact opposite of what we had before. Gonna stun this. I can't kick that. Somebody's gonna have to deal with it. That rig came in and did nothing, my friend. Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna dispel myself, and then that person is gonna get a sack because they're the ones taking damage still. Let's beam, and let's give them a big heal. I'm not even gonna bother dispelling that. With the dawn light on them, they are perfectly fine. We're gonna kick this to be able to reposition the boss as necessary. I'm going to stand over here on this side because the tank wants to go in that direction, I would think. The reason I stood on that side was because of the giant AoE frontal thing that happens. Still trying to stand over here. That way if it goes out, people don't have to move. Never mind, it went on someone else, and that is it. 2 pulls, 2 minutes 23, still pretty dang quick. Still pretty dang quick. I mean, 9 people bullying 1 and only the 1 is complaining. I guess it wasn't too serious. Huh? Healing yourself is actually a pretty good idea because your Word of Glory does bonus heal on yourself with Herald. Really helps with the Absorb from Martyr. Okay. I also healed myself because, oh, I can't really remember exactly what I did, but I usually don't have beacon on myself, so. We're going over there, but the Arbalest doesn't move, buddy. The Arbalest kind of doesn't care about where we go. Okay. Well, Savage Flurry is going to be on the tank here, so we're going to have to, okay, hold on. Need to focus up. Okay. There we go. People started getting low from that AoE. It's quite a bit of damage. On the next big AoE, I'm going to pop wings. After everyone takes damage. Never mind. What was that big AoE? What did people take so much damage from? When this time when it went off, pretty much nothing happened. Was it just the Arbalest putting some shots in at the same time? Or what happened there? I don't even know. Oh well. Either way, we okay now. Surprisingly, the Arbalest has an Arbalest. Would have thunk it. Oh, okay, we're pulling more into the same room. Okay, I haven't seen this before, I have to admit. A little surprising, but we'll make it work. Stun and a kick take care of that really quick. Still have one Dawn Light to spend. We're gonna put it on the tank, I guess. Interrupting Roar goes out. We're just gonna heal. Nothing special that needs to be done here. This is super easy to heal, especially at this key level. There's not much to do, so I'm going to try and spend most of my damage on thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. Most of my resources on damage. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. We're going to beam here. Gives us the Dawn Lights. We can use the Dawn Lights on that. There we go. I should focus on doing more damage most of the time because in these keys I really don't have to heal much. I just use one of my cooldowns that everyone should be full health. How do you hide your player frame? I like to use WeakAuras for my health and mana, but just have my player frame in the corner. I don't, like, you mean with shadow unit frames? You just turn off the player frame. I'm right here. This is my player frame, so I'm not hiding it. If that's what you're asking, maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Put some Dawn Lights out on people that have the dot, which is myself. Shadow unit frames? Yeah, that's the add-on that I use for unit frames. You can get my profile if you like from the Discord. There we go. We managed to prevent another dot from going out. It looks like we're not getting the swirly thingies on any of the mini bosses, which is amazing. You get this swirly, but that swirly doesn't. I don't mind that swirly at all. We're gonna focus on dealing damage here as best we can, because there's not much else to do. There we go. I guess you could say that about most of the keys I've done so far. There's really not much to do as a healer. Unless people are really stupid, it's pretty chill. Guys, should I put like highlight videos? Like I'm really thinking right now, should I put up a video of that first run that we had with Cinderbrew Beatery? Like I feel like that should really go into a video. I should just grab that and put it up as a separate video. I feel like it could be pretty funny. People might enjoy that. A YouTube short? I don't know how to make it a YouTube short. Like it's I'd rather keep the whole dungeon. If I over edit it? What do you mean by over edit? Some metal pipe noises for when we're gonna hit his face on the door frame, etc. I was thinking just making it in the same style I make my other videos, which is like jump cutting the fuck out of it. Oh, we got a touch of death from our friend here. Are these guys? This guy just used the defensive after getting jumped. Are they actually using defensives to fight each other down there? What the hell is going on? What the heck? I mean, that's kind of crazy. I did not expect them to use defensives down in the PvP arena. Interdasting, to say the least. Okay, we're gonna stun this one. Okay, this thing comes down, so we don't have to worry about it. That was definitely interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Excelzor comes in with a tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, Excelzor. You guys may have noticed that there's a little ring-a-ding-ding-a-ling thing that happens when somebody subscribes. Hopefully it is actually audible to you guys. If not, then whoopsie daisy. But yeah, there was a little bling. I added that to be able to notice when that happens. You didn't hear it? Oh, unfortunate. I need to figure out how to fix that then. All right, people are not actually PvPing in the pit this time, so we have people rejoining relatively quickly. Very nice. A deafening crash. Can't be casting during that because it's deafening. So apparently, if you're deaf, you're also silenced. I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty sure that's some kind of ableism right there. I'm blind for these last three. Probably a waste of a blind, but oh well. Indeed, didn't hear it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, then it's there just for me. Scrupule says, just turn your back and let the other one kill you. Yeah. Huh? Why does that not remove the disease? Hold on now. I don't have the goddamn talent. I gotta fix that. I like having the sack talent that removes the disease, but maybe it's not valuable enough. But that is annoying. I sacked that person specifically to remove diseases, which is this talent here. Why is there so much to do in WoW at the moment? Is there? Kind of nothing to do. I guess if you're just starting up now, when there's like if you haven't been keeping up with the patches, but like people are pretty pissed because the current patch didn't introduce a whole bunch of things right at the start, but only a shitty half-working event. I think this one goes away sooner, so we're gonna wait here. Current patch was ass. I think it'll be cool once we have all the actual content from the patch, but right now we're just like we just don't have most of it. I think the horrific visions are going to be cool. I think the corruptions coming back is also going to be nice. It's going to be a little boost to your player power. Who knows? At the upper echelons of M+, it might push us a little bit further, get us an extra key level, which could be super cool. I'm super excited to see how that works out. Maybe somebody already knows if it's powerful enough to do that. I haven't been keeping up with that. I haven't been making note of it. But I think it's going to be pretty cool by the end of it. You want to farm XP potions, rank up my Retry Paladin, gear my Holy Paladin, and level my alts? Oh, for leveling. Yeah, I can see why you would say that for leveling. Leveling wise, there's just a lot you could do to speed it up. Holy shit, I almost walked into that. I had to fucking swerve there. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Well, just really quick, put up 2 dawn lights and then everything's fine. Are these guys survival hunters or something? No, they are always in melee. I love these 2 hunters. These 2 hunters are great. I like you guys. I want more hunters like that. Blind takes care of most of those, but the whatchamacallit, the monk has been great about taking care of the affixes too. We're gonna dispel this really quick because they were disoriented. Luckily they survived it because it's only a +4, so the AoE damage isn't insane. Usually that one-shots into higher key levels. So instead of not getting into 10s, I won't be getting into 12s. Aww. Hey, Chosy. Kettles was saying 1 to 2 key levels with the 8 item level and enchant. Okay, cool. That's a lot, honestly. I forgot about the item level thing, to be honest with you. Ooh, I got yoinked back. God damn. One of the parts used to create this abomination was clearly a druid, because I just got yoinked back. That was crazy. What item level thing? Basically, they're making Myth and Hero both go to 8 out of 8. So you're gonna have 8 extra item level that you can get, and existing items will just be upgraded instantly by 8 item levels. From my understanding, I could be wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just gonna pop wings here. I'm just gonna pop wings and go to town on this bad boy. I'm just gonna bubble because I saw a little too late that I was standing in a very precarious spot. I was not ready for to move out of that, unfortunately, because I was a little bit of a dum-dum there. We have blind available. We're gonna take care of all of the rest of this with blind. I just wanted to do some damage to pop wings because I noticed that there really wasn't much damage going on. We're gonna keep... Oh, shit. Okay, I was not ready for that. Oh, the boss is dead, so it worked out. I thought I was in a safe spot, but I wasn't. Well, I just got 666 on my main, so I won't upgrade anything anymore. Yep. Uncapped Crest Farm. Still have to upgrade and recraft everything, but I think it's 6 item level, not 8. Okay. Sometimes the upgrades are 4. Sometimes the upgrades are 3. So we'll see what it ends up being. Alrighty, there we go. Not much CC came out during that fight, or did it? I don't know. It felt like it didn't because a lot of casts were going off, but then again, it could have just been the big guy that was doing all the damage. Managed to interrupt both of the Bone Spear guys. That gets stunned. I'm gonna stun. Oh, I am gonna stun shit. I ain't gonna stun shit. We're just gonna heal. Screw it, we'll heal. Tank gets hit, but it doesn't matter if the tank gets hit, so that is perfectly fine. Holy shit. I would like to see how he builds his WeakAuras from scratch for some stuff, since I suck at it. Who? I was wondering last night if you could make a video or setting up your WeakAuras. Seems like you're pretty good with it. I have to make one at some point. Yeah, I think I need to at some point just make one. A lot of people seem to be asking for that, so maybe I should just lean into it. Who do you think does the best owl impression? I think it's you. Who? Me? Who else would do it? Are you saying that because I have a beak of a nose? Leveling a new character and you get a 1 to 2 hour WeakAuras stream. I don't take that long to make my WeakAuras. I probably shouldn't stand in that, huh? Budget Marogar over here is no joke. you could get all my WeakAuras on the Discord. I kind of funnel people into the Discord to come hang out that way. So I don't think I'll be posting the WeakAuras below the videos. Plus, I don't think YouTube really likes the idea of me posting giant long-ass strings of stuff below in the description. Or I guess you mean just links to the WeakAura. Never mind, sorry. But yeah, I don't think I want to post those there. Hey Vlad, have you tried the Cell add-on? It's insane for healers. I was watching your vid and a lot of the stuff you want is very simple with Cell. Yeah, I know about Cell. I haven't switched over to it yet because I've been sticking to shadow unit frames for a long time now because I customized it a whole bunch. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna move the star spot so that people know that they need to stack there, including the tank. It's the closest wall to the boss. Well, that person had their own idea of what they wanted to do with that. There's a binding shot down that should do quite well for us. Consecration does seem to slow. I seem to have the talent that slows them. I'm going to stun this guy, or not. Never mind. I'm going to use wings here. That should keep everyone everyone's safe. I don't like tracking eternal flame. Guys, remind me please at the end of this video, at the end of this run, to get rid of this stupid WeakAura, because it is borderline useless. It changes nothing. It's information that changes nothing. I don't make any different decisions based on that, because I'm just gonna eternal flame someone who's low HP anyway, not just look for people that don't have the hot on them, because the hot does next to nothing. Which is a good thing, because I don't want Paladin to be a hot class. Okay. Let's get over here. Everyone's stacked again. This guy really doesn't get it, apparently. Okay. It's fine. No worries. We just want our trash or our ads to be stacked, that's all. It's not like it's important or anything. I'm going to drop a consecration here to try and slow these guys. That should take care of it. I am getting beamed down. Let's actually heal people instead of just DPS. It's not like my DPS is going to make a difference. Goodness gracious. Great balls of death energy? I don't know. And that's the boss dead. Nice. Was that all of them? That was all of them. Oh, okay, cool. We're on to the last boss. I haven't even been paying attention. I've just been chatting with you guys. You think it's possible to have WeakAuras like your Dawnlight, one linked to the LVI unit frames? Yes. And I think I will, I think there is a way for me to make them link to unit frames regardless of the add-on. I just need to sit there and actually work on it. I'm going to try it out with the regular unit frames, like Blizzard unit frames, plus the Shadow UI, or Shadow unit frames. We'll see how it ends up working out, but I think I can make it happen. Got 17 bottles of Mysterious Wisdom. Is that the EXP potion? The EXP potion's kind of shit. I mean, it's 10% for kills and quests. Who does quests anyway? And kill EXP is a minor fraction of dungeons, so I don't know how good it is. We're gonna save our wings for when we get the overlap, or actually the first one we can do it with Divine Toll. The second one is more dangerous anyway. We have Ring of Peace still, so we're not going to worry about using our blind to take care of this. Use the defensive here, and we can take care of this with Divine Toll. There we go, Divine Toll. We're going to kick this one. Hopefully get it to group. Zero grouping being done by the group, as it were. But we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Nobody getting hit by the frontal, that's what matters. It feels like, I guess everyone did kick, but the mobs didn't move because the tank didn't have a way to really grab aggro. But what matters is that everything worked out. Nobody got their ass kicked. We're all nice and safe. All's well that ends well, I always say. Do I always say that? I don't know, but I like to pretend I do. Alright. 3 people getting hit pretty hard here. Our Warlock chose to use his Absorb for the intermission damage. Tank is the tank, and the rest of us just got bonked on the noggin a little bit by the intermission. No big deal. Bulls coming out, none of them going towards us. Dark Devastation going towards the center of the room. Our Legata goes down almost, but it's the Space Goat coming in hot with... Why do I have aggro? Did I taunt? I didn't taunt. What happened there? Hello? What the fuck is going on? Why did I get meleeed? Why the fuck did I get meleeed? What the fuck happened there? Huh? Someone check the tapes. I don't know, guys. Monk is a blood elf, so no, I'm meld. I already checked for that. I didn't bop the tank either because my bop's off cooldown. Could I get a fucking res maybe? Whatever, I'll just run. Or I'll use this. It's whatever. That was fucking weird, bro. I don't know what to tell. It wasn't a shadow meld, no. It's a blood elf. Whatever, we got some wrists. They're versatility mastery, so I don't care, and they're also hero. There's nobody who's plate, so I get to sell them to a vendor. Thank you for the run. It was still a 2-star, and it didn't cost us anything, so it's not a big deal. I'm just confused how it happened. Love your HS WeakAuras, but never seen you use it. My what? Get rid of Eternal Flame. Oh, thank you, Plucky. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Okay, so this is gonna turn into a WeakAuras stream now. Hold on, let me just copy or paste the link that Big Yeet clipped of that little interaction there. I also clipped it, so we good. This is gonna turn into a WeakAuras stream here for a little bit because your boy is going to go ahead and get rid of the group, and I'm also gonna move all of my WeakAuras into dynamic groups next to unit frames, so that might be something that I want to take a moment for. The tank says he was maybe far away and that's why he didn't get aggro. I don't understand why that would be a thing, that the boss would just move closer to him. I didn't taunt. It's like, so I just don't know what happened, but it's whatever. I'm going to focus on making my unit frame WeakAuras a little bit better. We're going to get rid of Eternal Flame by just deleting it. Or should I? I'm going to keep it in case somebody at some point wants to enable it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make groups for each unit frame. So we have our self unit frame, which is us. We have party 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is the other 4 party members. And then we're going to make a dynamic group for each of those and just have the things position themselves automatically instead of me adding weird rules about what has whatchamacallit, which one is active first, or and which one moves to the right and stuff like that. Make sure the stream is on YouTube, my man. All of the VODs go to YouTube, don't worry about it. How do you get the M+ timer looking like that with splits, the +2 and +3 showed and all that? It's called a warp deplete. That's the name of the add-on. All right, dynamic group. Okay, we gotta think of names that make sense. So this is going to be unit frame trackers self. Then next one is going to be party 1, party 2, party 3, party 4, and so on and so forth. So Dawnlight self is going to get moved in there. Eternal Light, Eternal Life's. Oh, I haven't even renamed these. Eternal Flame Tracker self. Let's try to rename these as well while we're at it. Eternal Flame Tracker Party 1. Okay, Beacon of Light self is also going to go in there. Something like this is how I want it to be set up. Now the annoying thing is, I have unit frame trackers. That's annoying as fuck. I have unit frame trackers that work for the entirety of the class. So every spec can have Sack and Bob. So what I'm gonna have to probably do is make unit frame trackers for Paladin instead of Holy Paladin, and then add all of them in there and just make them load depending on the spec. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So let us do so by moving things over here into Paladin and then adjusting the load requirements as necessary. VOD mean video on demand, so it's basically the video of the stream later on instead of when it's live. You're welcome, LG. You're welcome. Sorry if I replied slowly to that. I don't catch the YouTube messages as quickly as I do the Twitch ones. My apologies about that. Still haven't improved that bit of my UI. All right. The forbearance trackers I don't actually need to have in this. I don't know what to call this, what group icon to use. Oh well, let's get this party started. We need Blessing of Sacrifice. Blessing of Sacrifice is actually a rare one that cannot be applied to ourselves, so we don't have to do anything for that. Bob should be the very first one that shows up, but everything else should move to the right of it. We're gonna add to these, to the Eternal Flame ones, we're gonna add a load condition of never, because I don't really want them to show up, but if they can be here in case people want to turn that on for themselves. When's she changing her name to DND? Who knows? I don't think she's going to. I think she's going to be Danny Things or just Danny. And by just Danny, I mean literally just Danny, the 2 words. Alright. That is all of the self trackers. Now let's actually link this up. Okay, so align to the left. And we grow to the right. Okay. There's no sorting. Position and size settings. Okay, we go select frame. And we have to actually use this to choose this party frame. There we go. We anchor to the frame's right. And there is a Y offset of, why is it to the top? Align to the center. There we go. That's perfect. That is wonderful. That is bellissimo. Okay. So now we've anchored it to our unit frame. And that should work just fine for the time being. Hold on. Let's just really quick Check out. There's no eternal flame, dumbass. You need to use Dawnlight. There's Dawnlight. If I bop myself... see, it adds quite a bit. Why? Because we have those conditions. We're going to have to get rid of these conditions. Now, what I can do is I can get rid of all these triggers that track the other things, and I could just make this show on auras found, and that's it. I can simplify the Dawnlight trackers using dynamic groups. So this is going to be very, very nice for us. If we could get it to work, which I think we can. So we're going to experiment here for a bit. Grows to the right, good to know. Why is that good to know? Why do you need to know that? Should Danny be worried? Alright. Just going to get rid of all of these. This be on auras found, conditions. Can just go away, all of them. Beautiful, beautiful. Trigger, get rid of the rest of the triggers. This is simplifying the WeakAuras quite a bit. I like that. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Some say it triggered. We're gonna get rid of these X offsets. I think we don't need them on any of these anymore. I think the whole group itself can be X offset by a little bit, which I think would be good, so that they're not. So it's already doing that for some reason. If I add more, it's just gonna add even more. Okay, I think this is good then. This is good. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. So we have this, and then if we Dawnlight, that should move it. We don't have a bop available, so we can't move it anymore. All right, the self unit frame is working just fine. Now we need to make the other ones work. Of course, let's just quickly check that the Eternal Flame one is also working. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed, friends. Very nice indeed. Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna keep saying it. And then Gaston says pause. It looks like it's giving you beacon buff, but I don't see it on your bar. That is a good point. It might be set. It's the beacon of faith. The beacon of faith, I think, or beacon of light. I might not have adjusted the triggers. There we go. Auras found. There. I didn't adjust the trigger. Thanks, Devin, I think. I'll create True Fanboys Only quiz about Vlad, and the one who gets the highest amount of points gets a Vlad boosting their weekly vault. Really? Am I boosting, or am I just kind of there in the run? Alright, now we can again get rid of the Eternal Flame thing. We're just going to set it to load never, and then we don't have to worry about it. Cool. Unit frame trackers self. Let us put up a new one. Hold on. We're just going to use this group icon just so we don't have this stupid default icon. There we go. And now we need to make a new group. New dynamic group. We're going to call this one Unit Frame Trackers Party 1 Paladin. Okay. I'm going to lower that. First, let's adjust all of these Dawnlight trackers and everything so that they don't have these auras that they do not need. So let's get rid of aura 2. Let's get rid of conditions. Let's adjust the trigger on 1 to be auras found. And that should be all we need to do for Dawnlight trackers. And Eternal Flame trackers need to get the same treatment. 2 auras found, conditions, get rid of all of these. We don't need any of those anymore. Wonderful. Oh, also I can get rid of this display thing that says whatever it is that it says. What the heck is this? Minus 100? I guess that's for the group, but I'm looking for a display, which is going to be 0. There we go. Beautiful. And then we have Eternal Flame. Did I adjust that? I think I did. Conditions, I did. Display. Very nice indeed. Beacon of Light. trackers, we can get rid of everything except for RO1, or trigger 1 I should say, because trigger 1 is the actual thing. It's a nice thing about consistently making the same type of WeakAuras is you kind of know in advance what the trigger format is going to be, like how it's going to look. It's quite nice. Conditions, get rid of all that nonsense. Very nice. And let's just duplicate this over and over again until we have 4 of them, and then we'll just move all the WeakAuras around. Duplicate. And duplicate once more. For party 4. There we go. Hold on, there's a space. Oh, Jesus, there's a space missing there after 4. Very nice. Okay. Downlight Trekker party. I think I need to do it in the reverse order. This, I guess, doesn't matter too much. Party 1. No, party 4 is what I moved. Why am I moving party 4? Dumbass. Whatever, man. I'm a little confuddled here. Hold on. Let's move those first. Okay, so the reason I moved them the way I moved them was because I needed them to, whatchamacallit? I needed them to be in this order. So now I need to do the bops and the sacks as well. So let's do that because those are also important. We want them to be in that order. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. 1. There we go. Nope, that didn't move into the group. There we go. We can get rid of these. Okay. Now let's take this group icon thing and apply it to all of these because this is annoying me. Them moving around is annoying the crap out of me. Sorry for not reading chat right now. I'm kind of just trying to focus on this to get it done more quickly so we can move on from this. These conditions don't make sense to me. So we're going to get rid of them. I'm assuming that this works the same way. Yes, it does. Okay. I like these dynamic group WeakAuras. I'm glad that I understand them now. It makes me happy. Very nice. Okay. This is all party 4, this is all party 3, this is all party 2, this is all party 1. So now we have to go over here. And we can't... okay, so what we need to do is we need to go into a follower dungeon. So I have party unit frames enabled. We're gonna go into Dungeon Finder. We're gonna go into Follower Dungeons, and let's go to Darkplane Cleft. I guess I don't fucking care. I just need the party frames to be showing up. Maverick says, I just got into WeakAuras to start pushing higher keys. Can you explain your thought process behind building your WeakAuras? The way I make them is I have my resource bars and then I build around those. I put the first 5 keys are almost always, the first 5 things up here are almost always the first 5 abilities on my bars. Then I put something like that I spam but is usually over here. Like F, Shift F, G, and Shift G, these keybinds are usually over here. And then down here I put my frequently used cooldowns. The rest I just kind of wing it. I just look over here to check. Then I put my reminders to the left and right of that, and that's kind of it. You need to do your warrior WeakAuras, but you're lazy. Good thing I got warrior WeakAuras for you if you want on the thingy. Okay, the first question will be, which one of Vlad's characters was always naked? I'm not going to answer any questions here. I'm not going to answer any questions. You feel like you should really learn how to do it yourself? I respect that. I respect that. David Bell says, I don't know shit about WeakAuras creation, but what you've just done has melted what's left of my brain. I'm just moving WeakAuras around, man. I'm not doing anything particularly special. All right. Now, we want the Party 1 unit frame WeakAuras to be kind of the same as these. Align to the center. We grow that way. No sorting. Okay, those should be the same now. So now we just need to actually anchor it to the unit frame. Party 1 unit frame, there we go. We anchor it to the unit frame side, and now we have everything over here. Very nice indeed. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the same with unit frame trackers Party 2. Grow to the right, center, everything else is kind of set up other than that. Grow to the right thing. Party 2. The frame's right, very nice. Okay. Party 3, also grow to the right. And select frame, we're gonna choose 1, 2, 3. And anchor to the frame's right. And party trackers here. On number 4, we're gonna grow to the right, and we're going to anchor them to the last party member, and there we go. Now comes the moment of truth. Do we actually have it working? Nope. Or does it just not go on them? I don't know. Why is it not showing? My Eternal Flame, I guess the Eternal Flame one doesn't actually work like that. Oh, there's the Dawnlight. Me using wings doesn't put Dawnlight on these guys? What the heck is that about? But if I put my other things on them, that does seem to work. Okay, that's good, I guess. There's the Dawnlight. If I bop one, does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, that's wonderful. That's good to know, I guess. Yeah, okay, the WeakAuras work. Everything works as expected. Let us just quickly do what? What did I want to do? Brain power is very limited at the moment. I've spent all of it trying to reorganize this. Hey, Angry Ikari. The Paladin to Beast whatever. I can only remember things that are utterly irrelevant. Tabisa was indeed the character that was always naked. That was rule number 1 of Tabisa's playthrough, was always stay naked. And I stuck to it until I was done with the series. All right, well, we got the WeakAuras done. We got the WeakAuras set up with dynamic groups. I'm actually really happy with this. This works quite well. Better than I expected it to. And I'm going to try and make this work for all of my other healers because I think it'll be really, really nice to be able to track that like that. And I might even be able to create some interesting WeakAuras for tank active mitigation. We'll see. For the main resource bar, can you run down how you set it up? Asriel says I need to stand for 20 minutes. Kafka Wow says, why, Vlad? Why what? Why what? What did I do? You can't. You never could. But yeah, for the main resource bar, let's say it's mana. I'm going to start from scratch here really quick. I usually start, most if not all of my WeakAuras are made using pre-made WeakAuras, and then I just edit them a little bit because the pre-made ones are pretty strong. Hydrate from Exazar. I need to get myself a bottle that keeps the drink cold. And the stupid 37-minute cooldown. Yeah, there's a cooldown. So the stand-up thing has a cooldown of 1 hour, and the sit-down thing has a cooldown of 2 hours. And they all cost 5k now. Because I just thought it was kind of silly that you guys could never make me stand if there's someone who religiously makes me sit back down. Defeating the purpose of you know. I need a stainless steel one. One that is stolen stainlessly. I can just steal one of Danny's that she doesn't use. Hey, the raw truth with Sam. How you doing? Okay, buddy, steal. I'm just being silly. Please, I hope I didn't upset you. I didn't mean to. Sorry, let's get back to making a WeakAura. So somebody asked how I make the basic resource one. The way I do it for mana is pretty straightforward. I make a pre-made WeakAura progress bar. I make it horizontal. I go to resources and I choose mana. Now, with that out of the way, oh, this is in the wrong spot. Let's put it all the way out. Hold on. Left, more left. There we go. We're gonna call it mana demonstration. That's one thing I do. I make it bluish or whatever. Let's just slap on whatever. I changed the actual bar texture to, I always use charcoal. I just like the way it looks. And then that's pretty much it. You can move it around any which way you want. I usually go for like minus 108. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I usually go for minus 180-ish. That puts it here in range of all these things. I make it 15 height. I make it 208 because I like to have 6 icons above, 6 icons below, 33 width with 2 pixels in between. You end up with 208 pixels wide. So it's almost always 208 pixels. Unless it's 5 things, 5 abilities, then it's 206 pixels because with 2 pixel gaps in between 40 pixel abilities, you end up with 206. X offset again, doesn't matter. You want to keep it centered probably, so it's right there. I get rid of all the text on it. Well, I get rid of the, what's it called? The name text on it. It's useless. And the %P one, I changed to center. Hold on, automatic left center. There we go. I make it centered. I make it 14 pixels because it's 15 pixels tall. And then I adjust. What do I adjust? The format options. I use a number and I make it. Actually, I use a number like this, and then %power is what I want. So %power. Because I don't care if I have 250,000 mana or if I have 248,000 mana. Holy math, bro knows how to melt brains with his words. For a cold drink, my girlfriend makes stainless steel tumblers. How can we send you a custom one? They keep your drink cold for at least 8 hours. I don't have a way to really get mail to me. It's kind of a pain in the ass situation where mail can't be dropped off for me. It has me and Danny kind of annoyed. But maybe once we move to Sweden, what the fuck? To Finland is what I wanted to say. We could maybe get in touch with you and get those custom tumblers. Could be cool. Figure out a price and everything. I appreciate it. I'm setting up my prop WeakAuras. Yeah. Sweden. No, not Sweden. Finland. Don't tell Danny. She'll be pissed. All right. So that is the basic setup for the numbers and everything. Then I go into conditions. What I like with mana is you really want to make it change color when you start getting lower and lower. So let's say we're going to check power percent. And let's say below 80%, you want it to start turning yellowish. So you make the bar color, bar color gradient start. You make that, instead of being blue, it starts to go like yellowish, something like this, like a yellow color, something nice-ish like that. Let's say you want it to start a bit later, so let's make it 70% that it starts doing that. So we're going to duplicate that and change it to, let's say below 50%, you want it to start being a little bit orange, like, hey, start paying attention to this. And then we're going to duplicate it again, and below 30%, it's going to start turning a bit more reddish like this. And then duplicate it again, and below 15%, it's just going to be straight up red. Like, it's just going to be like super pissed at you. Now, of course, it's being covered by my other WeakAuras because I moved it in roughly the same location. So let's quickly just move it up to minus 50 or whatever. I don't have a great way. Oh, that's an ugly number. We don't want that. Hold on, I have to fix that now. I'm curious. Format, none, number, and then this should be kept. There we go. Now we have this. I didn't fix the format. I don't have a good way of spending all this. Yeah, I'm literally gaining more mana than I'm losing by spamming Flash of Light. I don't understand how that is even possible, but apparently it's a thing that can be done. I don't know how to spend my mana, so... But you get the idea. It's as you get lower on a class that actually uses mana, unlike Holy Paladin, this will lower and lower. So there's the mana demonstration. We're gonna get rid of it because I don't need it. I thought I wanted to make WeakAuras, but this man lost me at the percent power thingy thing. So what am I doing here is, let's go to my Holy Paladin mana thing. Text. The way text works in WeakAuras when you add it in this section is if you click on the text thing, you can type in whatever you want, and then that will be here. But if you want to use some sort of variable, some kind of actual value, like the percentage of your power, WeakAuras refers to mana as power, because the trigger tracks power, all sorts of powers. You can change it to whatever power you want. It could be focus, it could be energy, it could be whatever. So that's why it's called power. Now, if I type in percent, that means I'm going to use some kind of variable. It could be class, it could be deficit. I don't know what these are. It explains what they are usually, but what I'm interested in is the percent of the power that I'm tracking. So we're going to use percent power. Hopefully that elaborates on it a little bit more. If I were to do an actual full guide, I would step by step all the way through this and explain everything. So yeah. While you're on it, can you show how you can make something jump when something comes off cooldown? That is a little complicated because animations, you can't conditionally add animations. And that's one really annoying thing about WeakAuras that I haven't figured out how to make yet, is the fact that you can't start animations. So let's say cooldown, so hold on. Where is it? There's supposed to be a cooldown ready thing here. Let's say charges equals 0. So when I use up, or charges equals 2 on Crusader Strike. So when it reaches 2 charges, I wanted to do something. But there's no way to actually make it do an animation. So what you would have to do is you would probably have to make two WeakAuras, one when it's off cooldown and one when it's on cooldown, and that way the on cooldown one would just show you the cooldown, but when it comes off cooldown, the way you would do it is you would go to animations and start. On start, you would add a preset one and you would add bounce. So when it starts to be loaded in, when it's first loaded in, that's the start animation will play and it'll bounce once. Cooldown ready doesn't show on all triggers. That's fair. It was a cooldown charges thing, a trigger, so I assumed it would be, but it didn't work out. So yeah, you would use this start part for the one that shows it when it's off cooldown. That's how I would do it, at least. You vote for the guide? Would it be easy to make a WeakAuras to have something pop up when my on-use trinkets are on cooldown, or off cooldown? Yeah, it would be pretty easy. Pretty easy is relative. Let's say I have this trinket, Abyssal Vault, or whatever the fuck that is. The item ID is 235373. Let's make a WeakAuras to pop up for me when it comes off cooldown. New aura. I'm going to start with not a pre-made one, but just an icon. Trinket off cooldown is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to go over to load item equipped, and we're going to type in the item ID or paste in the item ID for Abyssal Vault. It'll only show me this when this item is equipped. It's not even going to be loaded in when it's not equipped. Then we're going to go to trigger. We're going to change it from an aura to an item and cooldown progress. That's good. And we're going to set it to Abyssal Vault by pasting in the item ID as well. So we want this to show on not on cooldown. How would I do that, actually? That's a good question, actually. How do I make that? Do I hide it after a delay? How do I make that happen? I can't go into a combat log to add a delay to it. That's interesting. That's an interesting question. Cooldown ready doesn't show at all. But your reminder WeakAuras, can't that be used for when stuff comes off cooldown, or does that track aura missing? Okay, so do you want it to just show you, like, quickly flash it at you when it's off cooldown, or do you want it to be there until you notice it and use it? Because if you just want it to flash, that's actually harder to make than it just being there the whole time. Because then this is it. You make it show when it's not on cooldown. It's going to be here. You can move it around and whatever. You can add animations to it, like a preset of shake, and you can go to display. You can turn on the glow, and then it's annoying, and you have to get rid of it. Marcus says, can you show how to make a WeakAuras that makes you play a better player automatically? Unfortunately, no. Actually, probably. I could get you a WeakAuras that tells you when to use defensives. So you can have it. But I mean, if you ignore the information of the WeakAuras, then no, you can't. But you know what I mean. What's happening with this key? What key? I'm not doing a key. This is a follower dungeon. If that's what you mean, or am I misunderstanding you? I'm not queuing with Captain Garrick and Meredy Huntswell. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Use defensive nose. I just stood in dumb shit like Doggorar. What? Make a cooldown ready event, WeakAuras? Maybe, but I can't make a cooldown ready when I can't make that for an item. That's the issue. I don't remember the Mechagon. Well, you stood in some doo-doo, but I don't think you died a whole bunch of times or anything like that. You did fine. You talk a lot of shit about your gameplay, but you play just fine. You just don't play much from what I can understand. Anyway, guys, it's time to get back into actual dungeons, or I'm not going to get all of the 4s done that I want to get done. So let's get back to it. With spells, it's doable because they have that sort of trigger, that part of the trigger, but with items, there was no option for it when I was looking at the triggers, so there is that. Let's get back to dungeons. I've only done 1 4 since we started the stream, and that was at Theater of Pain, so let's get back to it. Another Cinder Brew Meadery. Let's see, why this person that does 11s is doing a 4? I don't know, maybe they're just pushing up their key. Let's look at a Floodgate. Let's look at a Motherlode. Just shoot me an invite. There we go. We got invited to a Motherlode. Let's go to Motherlode and pop off. Sound the alarms. Soju restock incoming. Green grapes. Peach. Who cares? Grab it all. Only $15.99? That's basically free. DNV needs a case chat. This is not a drill. Spam Soju me in chat if you're committed. These are great. These are great. Soju me up, soldier. All right. Is this a elemental shaman? Okay, we're gonna give them one of these, and we're gonna give them the tank one of those. And the elemental shaman is 629, lowest item level in the group, the party lead. That's fine. Haven't had Soju in a minute. It is great, honestly.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, let's get an actual run done. Finally, enough WeakAuras. Enough WeakAuras. We've had enough of that. It is time to actually blast. Gonna give movement speed to the tank. He's using grippy hands. Okay, we're pulling 2 groups. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Slow and steady wins the race. The race will be won by being slow and being steady. That is how that works, for sure. Spinny Boys get shockwaved. That is good. We're looking at damage on the jockey. I'm just spamming damage into it. I think it's going to be dead before anything happens. The death grip goes out. That is nice. Marcus and you are long lost brothers, or long lost siblings. Maybe. We kick that, make sure the person isn't CC'd anymore. There's really not much to do. That person got knocked back, but not into other mobs, so that is fine. I want to thank you for your Zero to Hero series. It helped me get over my anxiety of queuing up for PUG dungeons. I've gotten almost all portals in a few days. Hell yeah! Look at that. Love to hear it. Glad I helped with that in some way, shape, or form. But it was really honestly all you. You just needed a little bit of a push in the right direction to realize that people aren't that bad. Well played. Oh, we're pulling a Peacekeeper. Okay. Icebound Fortitudes is being used. I'm literally just DPSing. There's not much to do here. Charge shield goes out. Now there might be something to do here. Oh, we have some Revelers being pulled. That's fine. Divine Toll should top everyone off. Some Thugs also being pulled. Now the Thugs might do more damage than that AoE because they're going to smack somebody in the face. We're not a huge fan of being smacked in the face, so we're going to try and avoid that happening by killing them as quickly as possible. Quick as possible doesn't seem to be particularly quick. They charge off to smack the bejesus out of this poor Warlock. But he survives. All is well. We take care of the orbs. It looks like we're trying to drag over to these guys. That's okay. Let's keep the tank a little bit safer. He's using Dancing Rune Weapon. We're kind of close to that Peacekeeper. Do we want to pull it or not? I do not know. We're going to put a focus on the vendor, and we're going to interrupt it when we can. There we go. The Shaman beat us to it. 4 people tried to kick that vendor. This group's pretty dang good. I like them. Route is a little unconventional, I have to admit, because the Peacekeepers being pulled doesn't make sense to me. They're only 1.75%. So it is kind of inefficient to pull them because they got a lot of HP and they do a shit ton of damage to the group. So there's a reason why all the high key people skip the Peacekeepers. Okay. I'm gonna bubble here. Land hands the tank. Interrupting the jockey made him join us over here, which is good. I have a blind available for these. I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. Run through, take a tick, but live. Okay. Stopping the jockey worked out because otherwise we would have to deal with another one of those Peacekeepers, and I wasn't ready for that. He's heading over to this mechanized Peacekeeper suit. Okay, that worked out. I had to take a bit of a bonk on the noggin there, but it worked out. My next character being named Mr. Bonk gets me ready for that. Or maybe I'm just trying to get into character for it. I don't even know what class it's going to be yet. I thought Danny was naming the next. Was she? Oh no, that is true. Danny names the next and then the Mr. Bonk is actually later. Oh, my bad. Windwalker Monk? Yeah, unlikely, but we'll see. If that wins the poll, that's what I'll play. We first have to determine a role. So Danny names the next one, and then after that, we have Mr. Bonk. My apologies, my apologies. I have to turn off that silly thing. I forgot that I need to turn off the name a character thing. Yeah, Ryan, yeah, you got Ryan's back. That is true, that is true. Because he donated a name to Danny. Which I am going to make a rule that that's not a thing anymore. If Danny wants it, she can spend points on herself to get the name for the character. Hold on. Gotta edit something in here, Danny. Danny, what are we gonna name the next character? I need a name right now. Pepper Pooch? Okay, Pepper Pooch it is. Okay, that did not work at all. Pepper Pooch. That came out like a lightning bolt. You gave me like 1 second to come up with that. Pepper Pooch is good. What's wrong with Pepper Pooch? IDK, if a recent update that I made a WeakAuras with the CD Ready event that lasts for a set amount of time. I promise to move on from WeakAuras. Okay. I sounded disappointed. No, I was just trying to heal and talk the chat and do everything at the same time. All right. Last football goes out, refreshes the duration. Tank moves the boss. We get 0 coins. That's good. We're going to use... I'll save wings for the next trash pull. It's kind of more dangerous than this boss. I'll just use Divine Toll here. That should be plenty. I'm kind of not having to really heal much at all. People get hit. We use Divine Toll. Everyone is full HP. Yay. Woo. Exciting. Oh, man. Why did I have to heal so much on the +2? I guess it was people standing in poo-poo. I don't know. We're going to focus on the DPS on the extractor. Oh, no. I had to heal a bunch here because what happened here was we had an extra pull. Gonna wings here. Keep everyone nice and safe right there. There we go. The dawn lights are just enough to take care of everyone. Almost wasted my stun there on a character that was about to die, or an NPC that was about to die. I get to sit down now, though, which is nice. Just gonna stun this guy as he spawns in, so he dies without doing anything. Not that the driller does much. Put a focus on this bad boy and look to put down our consecrations. I think I need to make an obnoxious consecration, WeakAuras guys. I need to make one that's gonna tell me to use consecration, because I do not use it on cooldown. Well, I don't need to use it on cooldown, but I don't use it at all, so I don't know. This person needs some extra healing. I need some extra healing. I stood in some shit. We have an extra pull. Was that me? I think that was me. I'm gonna say sorry. Nope. I'm not gonna throw myself off the cliff for it, though. If only Worgen could be Evoker, so we could do Worgen Og. That's truly cursed in multiple ways. Pepper Pooch does sound like a Worgen name, because, you know, Pooch. I'm kind of okay with it. The Shellbinders aren't linked, but I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna blind here because I don't want those AoEs to go out like the first one did. Maybe the tank wanted to pull those guys into the next group. I find it very weird that tanks are not standing in their D&Ds. I find it very confusing. Is this a thing now? You don't stand in your D&Ds anymore? Because it makes a significant difference for the damage you can do with your bone shattering. Oh, we're gonna lay on hands that person in case a cast goes out on them at the same time. No suits for the Askari guy. Our tank is just gonna raw dog it, but that's gonna make us heal a whole bunch when the fight finishes. Warlock, you know you can move out of that circle, right? You do know that is an option. Or at least use the defensive if you're gonna intentionally stand in. And my guy. Oh goodness, okay. Anyway, Askari stacking up new, what are they called? New stacks on our DK friend here. DK is definitely going to need some more healing. Actually, he manages to reset the stacks. Hopefully, with 4 stacks of the overtime, Askari is going to stack a few bleeds on the tank. Luckily, it dies. Tank kited him. So all is well. That ends well. Let's see. We're going to stun this one. And we're going to try and heal our friend here who got hit once by one of these guys. Warlock, are you AFK or like what the heck is the issue here? What's going on? What exactly is happening here? What the heck is going on? All right. Oh, the Warlock's definitely AFK, I think. He's just kind of standing there auto-casting or auto-casting. Wanding. No, that's not what I meant, but it just looked like they were kind of just spamming one ability. I don't know. Something's going on weird with this Warlock. Maybe he has something going on in real life. Maybe he has to go pick up a food delivery. Who would ever do that? All right. I'm just gonna kill this guy because it doesn't matter. We're gonna spawn in 2 here in a moment anyway. I wasted some holy power there by not using any before hitting the boss or before using divine toll, but that's okay. Them healers always ninja pulling. You have 4 seconds not to stand in D&D. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. What the hell happened there? I should probably pay attention to my party here. That was completely my bad. I was just reading chat. But yeah, you get 4 seconds of not standing in D&D, but he didn't like he, he dropped D&D on one mob, ran through it, and then fought in a different area without D&D for much longer than 4 seconds. So it's not like they were utilizing that. I can see tendency with your Paladin gameplay and 1 DPS doing lower DPS than tank and Motherload. Oh, it's the Warlock this time. Okay, well, the Warlock's actually doing more than healer DPS, which is good. Then again, I'm reading chat more than I'm playing, so that's maybe not... Maybe I could keep up if I was really trying. But I think it would come at the cost of people dying. You have brainstorms going out. 2 are on top of melee. It's not a safe spot for my friends here to stand. Is healing fun? No. I'm kidding. It can be. It can be a lot of fun. But you oftentimes end up being the person that has to pay for everyone's mistakes. So anybody's mistake ends up being something you have to deal with, which can make it feel rather unfun. And again, the DK drops the D&D to get aggro and then moves over here. They did drop a new D&D, but that just feels a little bit wasteful, you know what I mean? It might affect their uptime. I don't know. This time that it worked out, but previously they had just kind of wasted a D&D. Smart Owl to start M plus as a Holyden. I think with how easy it's been for me, I think you could kind of get away with it with like 620. But the question is, will you get invited? Because you're competing with a bunch of people who probably have more item level than you know what I mean? If you're hosting your own keys, then yeah, 620, you just fucking rock it. But if you want to skip straight to 6s, you probably want more. If you have a lot of ways to gear yourself, you're kind of okay with it. I'm gonna move. I moved over to ranged here so that I can drop these swirlies on them, and then they're more stacked up. They're not all over the place, so we have more space to actually fight in. Mythic Scythe of the Unmaker. That's kind of nice. Oh, I'm looking at Legion artifacts. I don't care about Legion artifacts. I wanted to find the Scythe of the Unmaker. I'm assuming that's going to be under Polearm, maybe Staff. I don't know off the top of my head what that looks like, but it's probably cool as hell. If it's anything like the name... Warlock, are you good, bro? Are you good? My guy, the Warlock is kind of just lost. He's just standing in caca the entire time. He just stood in the water, and now he's not taking a CR for some reason. Okay, he's good. Oh, he was typing sorry. Okay, I was my guy's a little absent-minded. A little absent-minded. That's fine though. That's fine. It's only a 4. It doesn't matter. 2 deaths so far. I think both were on him. Well, the first one was on me because I didn't heal the group. I was reading chat like an idiot. But this one was definitely on the Warlock. I didn't have lay on hands to save him. Or did I? I guess I did. I just didn't use it fast enough. I don't know how to get to those, and I don't have blind or any other CC, so I can't really do much about it. We're just going to not get 3 of the stacks. Okay, we drop those over there. We move over here. Beautiful. Warlock is kind of just confused about how that works. Does he have a spot to stand in? Yes, he does. We're going to stand over here. I'm kind of... I just pushed the Warlock into his death. I'll give him a heal. Warlock's definitely a little bit lost in the sauce. Doesn't know how the fights work. But I think I just killed him by pushing him into the water. And pushing these zones into the water with him. I'm pretty sure I just murdered him. Oh, man. Do you have a weird accent in your name? I can't whisper you. No. I'm Alliance. You might be Horde. That might be why. Thulani. That was murder. Absolutely. I'm very sorry, Mr. Warlock. That was definitely murder. Just straight up wrecked him. Okay, we have grippy hands coming in. Hopefully that doesn't grip anything closer to me. I'm just gonna step away because I seem to be fixated. We good now. We good. Where am I from? It is I'm from Croatia. Hold on, I need to actually focus on healing here. We're gonna stun this thing because it's quite healthy. This person ran straight up to it. I'm gonna try and focus on this. Charge shot comes out. Kind of wasted part of my divine toll's healing, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not being punished because it's a low enough key. Dropping consecrations here to try and slow people. People are not killing the mines. It's kind of scary, but there we go. They finally switched to them. We good now. We good. Group of hands in this area is scary. Yeah, if you're melee, it's pretty scary. I will check that transmog as soon as we're out of combat. My add-ons prevent me from doing so. Ooh, that is real nice. This color scheme could maybe work with... Where's this mine going? It's fixated on me, but it's going up there. Something's weird with that. We have to stay back here. Oh, no, I don't have blind. Oh, this is gonna suck. I better get over there and start healing like crazy. That person's dead. They have 5 stacks because I only managed to take care of a couple. We're gonna stun this thing. No, we're not, because I wasted my stun already. Warlock got saved by a grip by the DK. Love to see it. Let's put our thingy back up. Hold on. I'm overwhelmed right now. Overwhelmed. Trying to do too many things in the middle of a dungeon, guys. I'm disrespecting these +4 keys. They're very difficult, don't you know? Oh my goodness. Karen Mill is case sensitive? Really? Wow. Okay. Didn't know that. Gotta pay more attention to that to future invites. I'm gonna do some invites for people for runs. I'm gonna stun this thing, beat the bejesus out of it. I can't do much, but I'll do what I can, which is heal the group and stop trying to do damage. I'm not a Mistweaver. I'm not gonna do damage, but I can do a blind here and take care of those guys. Okay. Goodness gracious. Great minds of fire. We're missing a bit of percent, but that's okay. Oh, we have a big boy over here. I'm pinging that so people notice it. There we go. +4 is higher than my peak. I haven't played Mythic Dungeons yet. You'll get around to it, and then you'll be blasting in no time. Most people can just, like, if they gear up quite a bit through delves and stuff, can just skip straight to +6s. I keep doing it in most of my series. Alright, with this dead, we'll be done with this key after we kill the last boss, because we have percent now. Tank seems to want to stand in the safe spot. We're going to go ahead and join him. Drop our consecration here. And for now, we can just do DPS. The Warlock is standing close to us. Hopefully he can move away a little bit further. There we go. We can avoid all that. Give them a nice little eternal flame. That should keep them pretty safe. Not if they stand in those circles. Okay, we managed to take care of it. Warlock doesn't know about the safe spot. I should say safe-ish spot, because there's still sometimes orbs very close to you or circles very close to you. Warlock is definitely... he's having a hard time. He knows how to do damage, but other than that, it's a little rough. Okay, we have the circle on everyone. Our shaman was busy blasting. Finally, something to heal while I'm paying attention, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna skip this song because it sounds like I'm trying to... I don't know. It sounds weird. I don't like the song. We're gonna skip to the next one. Warlock ran with it through it. Let's give him the last CR of the run. Warlock is definitely having a hard time this time around, but it's okay. I think there's a lot of valuable lessons for the Warlock here. He's definitely being introduced to the boss mechanics at a very aggressive pace. Every boss he learns something new. The Warlock would be me for real? No, I mean, just look up the boss tactics. If you think you're gonna mess up the tactics, look up a run or two or some guide. I think a lot of people are like, they're scared of going into M+, but they never sit down and watch a guide. So I like that part confuses me a little bit. Like you're scared of going in there and making a fool of yourself or something. This person's being focused constantly by that drill smash, which is really funny because they are a warrior, so they can't actually get to the DPS, to the things that they want to DPS. But yeah, if people are scared of making fools of themselves in M+, why don't they look up guides? I really don't get it. It don't make no sense. Okay, I didn't want my warlock friend to die again, so I just popped wings to try and heal him up as much as possible. I just don't want my friend to have to suffer again. Gonna run through that. We're gonna give the warlock a dawn light. That should keep them safe. There is something flying around my face and I don't like it. There we go. Getting 800k HPS out of just healing the warlock, I think. But that's it. We 2-star the motherlode. And we get some boots. Okay, cool. Boots have crit haste, not bad, but I have haste mastery speed and they're enchanted, so I don't feel like I need them. I'm gonna check who needs it more. They have champion boots and this person has champion boots with crit versus avoidance. I'm gonna ask if anyone wants them. Oh, this person wants them. There we go. Enjoy. We're gonna peace out. Okay. And best advice if you want to learn dungeons and to min-max your class, watch POV event plus dungeons of your class 2 and 1. You need a certain amount of base knowledge before you can start watching someone, because watching someone without understanding, first of all, understanding their UI because you don't understand what you're looking for is useless. Not understanding what's happening in the dungeon makes it very hard to understand how a person is handling the mechanic. And if it's not a PUG run, you may run into tactics you will never ever do inside of PUG runs. So I think just staring at someone playing the game with their pre-made group at a very high key level is a pretty shit way to learn how the game works. Your next 0 to hero with Danny, could you swap over roles? That's up to Danny. Hot take. People even here watch you do every dungeon from every POE and still don't know what to do. It's not a hot take, that's just the base truth. People don't watch me to learn though that much. They usually just watch me to have someone yapping in the background. You talk so much shit, you should go tank or play melee next? Maybe. Completely up to you. I don't think the challenge of the mediocre push is for us to play things that are difficult for us to play. Lad, I've watched these kinds of videos slowed down like 2 to 3 times and managed to improve my parses from 80 to 90 to 95. Yes, but you have 80 parses to begin with. You're not starting, so you have that base knowledge that I was talking about, right, Jen? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad way to learn for anyone. It's a bad way to learn if you're actually in this phase where you need to look up what the dungeon mechanics are. If you don't know what a boss does, watching someone at key level 18 do it, even if it's exactly your class, is gonna suck because you don't know what the hell is going on. That's my point. My friend is building his PC next week, so I will start learning how to play endgame content then. He's building a PC? Oh, so you have someone to play with? Is that what you're saying? With your Outlaw Rogue, ooh, you ready to play the piano? Sorry, there's something very... There might be like a pimple here or something, but it's very painful. Anyway. Devin deleting a bunch of messages. What happened? Do the legacy dungeons and M+ change every season? EGTOP? Yes. So far, well, I can't say so far. You don't get the same legacy dungeons two seasons in a row. Never. No. We might get some now. Some same dungeons that are current expansion, but the legacy ones from previous expansions I think change every season. All right, hold on. My brain kind of short-circuited there for a second. Let me catch up to what I'm trying to do. What am I trying to do? I guess I'll spend these Rune Undermine crests and get some upgrades. I'm trying to do more 4s, I guess. I'll work on that. Let's upgrade these shoulders to get them at 8 out of 8. Chest pieces as upgraded as it can be before I get gilded crests, which I won't. This stream. This will give me the most intellect if I upgrade my boots, but also this gives me a lot of stats. Maybe... I really don't like this amorphous relic, but I don't want to have 2 unused trinkets. Don't know what to do with that. Oh well, whatever. I guess I'll upgrade the boots. More intellect is more good. It's more gooder. There we go. 655 item level. Very nice. It's the same as watching Messi or Ronaldo playing football and thinking you can do it also after watching. I wouldn't say it's the exact same, but yeah. More intellect, more brainer? Yes. I can ignore what's happening in the dungeon and read chat more better. Okay. So we've done a motherload. Let's look for some more dungeons. My 52nd attempt to get into a floodgate. Let's see how that works out. I really want the other side to come back in season 3. One of my favorite dungeons so far. I think a lot of people have bad blood with it because they had to farm it for a trinket. From my understanding, I didn't play endgame content in Shadowlands, so I have no idea. Was that BFA? I have no fucking idea what expansion that was in. You didn't like tanking the other side in Shadowlands? I see. Shadowlands indeed. Okay. The dungeon itself was really unique. I guess I'll find out if it gets put in the rotation. You're in Wing 4 of the LFG and you find out your cell raid frames don't target other players while clicking on them. Well, it's LFG, I'm assuming I'm looking for raid. It's pretty easy. It doesn't matter too much. Came back to WoW that season, leveled my hunter to max level, and got instantly dragged into a plus 15 the other side by some friends. Most painful hour of me ever playing WoW. Yeah, I don't get people who drag... Like, I know boosting is a thing, and that's perfectly fine. But, like, going into super high content right off the bat after dinging 80 or dinging max level doesn't sound all that entertaining.
5, 4, 3.
Big pull at start, bloodlust it. You got it, boss. I mean, I'm not the one that needs the bloodlust, so it doesn't matter what I do, but we're gonna hopefully do that. We have 2 people that can bloodlust, so one of them might remember. Neat environment, but otherwise it's not very good. I see. Lots of different opinions. People getting hit here. We're gonna dispel this person. We're gonna pop wings, target this. Focus the other. The casts have been interrupted. We're good. Dawn lights are now gone, so I need to actually make sure I use my actual dawn lights. I don't have any way to stop the spinny boys. We're gonna lay on hands on the tank because it looks like he was dropping down pretty quick. We're gonna sack them. I don't have many other ways to heal you, Mr. Tank. You're gonna have to do something on your own, like press Death Strike. There we go. Could have been just a spot in time where they just didn't have anything ready. And they dipped low, but other than that, I think we're okay. We got through the first pull. It was a juicer. It was an absolute juicer. My consecration did a bunch of damage there. That was really cool. Very nice. I have so much trauma for Shadowlands dungeons. Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't really like those dungeons very much at all. We have a 3-mob pull. Love to see it. Halls of Atonement was horrible as a tank too. Oh. I can't wait to experience all this Shadowlands trauma, guys. There's a lot of Shadowlands dungeons coming back up, so that's going to be interesting as we slowly get back into those dungeons season by season. I think they want to recycle some of those and maybe repair their image, because right now, well, I don't think many people are really enjoying Theater of Pain because it's just a dungeon where you can't pull big no matter what. There's very few places where you can pull big in that dungeon, so maybe that's why people don't enjoy it as much, but for sure it is. For instance, I enjoyed Necrotic Wake quite a bit last season. There were some annoying things about it, for sure, but it was mostly people being annoying and not the dungeon, you know what I mean? So there's that. We're going bit by bit because we did the one big pull, so now we're going to pull small for the rest of it. Ooh, our hunter takes care of that kick. I started running over to take care of it, but it was not necessary thanks to the hunter. Shouldn't, not can't. Shouldn't what? Sorry. I'm not sure which exact sentence of my rambling you were correcting. Big pulls in TOP. You shouldn't do big pulls in TOP. I mean, if you drag mobs around for half an hour, is it a big pull, or are you just going from boss to boss and being silly? I'm just gonna go ahead and accidentally pull those over there because I just can't be bothered doing 3-mob pulls for the rest of the dungeon. I'm gonna give the tank a sack. We're gonna use a defensive honor of our own. I don't want to pop wings because I kind of want to save it for something else, but we will pop a blind here because people have been taking care of the affixes quite handily. There we go. We have a Divine Toll ready as well, so it's not like I was under any threat there. Hardest bosses in Sanguine was your camera getting stuck on the walls, roof, etc. Sounds like doing trash in Ruby life pools. I like TOP because bosses are more fun than trash. Okay, that's a rare take. I always thought people like big pulls more than they like boss fights, but maybe that's just me. Electro Karsh comes out. No defensives actively used by the DK. I think he can just live as long as he's at full HP. So let's hope he remains at full HP. We're going to drag this out in this direction to move away and get a kick in on this guy before he blows us all up the hell. One stack of the debuff, or rather the buff, goes out on Big Mama and the ads. That does not kill our DH tank just yet, so we are still okay. There was one orb over there that I didn't catch with my... Actually, I didn't even blind. I pressed blind, but it didn't go off because it's not available. We're going to sack... No, we're not, because we have a 2-minute sack because we run shitty talents. We copied off Elisamir. I shouldn't say they're shitty. There's a reason he has them the way he has them. But I'm just used to playing with 1-minute sack. We're going to use wings here, and we're going to focus on DPS because our Dawn Lights will probably take care of any of the healing we need to do. So let's just slam the bejesus out of these. Out of the boss, and everyone is nice and healthy through that entire damage event thanks to our Dawn Lights. On higher keys, will that be the case? I press X to doubt, but we're gonna find out. I'm looking forward to the higher keys, that's for sure. We have blind available. We're gonna go ahead and utilize it. I'm gonna stand on this poo-poo here because I don't want to get hit by those circles, and I feel like that might have been the case if I hadn't moved out of it. So let's just really quick stand in the poo-poo there for a hot second. Get a kick on this. Electro Crush comes out on the tank. We're ready to refill their health bar immediately, much like they were, because, you know, blood DK things. Very nice. So far, so good. Handling Big Mama quite well. Tank's not falling over. That's the biggest thing. Gonna lead this off to the side and then dodge it. Olay. Jumpstart comes in once again. We're going to go ahead and pop off here. Now, we don't have wings to carry us through this, so we have to actually heal our friends here, which is so annoying. Why do they have to take damage? But all's well that ends well. Tank is not marked by anything. Where is our tank friend? Oh, he's going to pixel pull. He wants to skip those trash. Well, you got to pull these with... Huh? Huh? Why did we do that? I don't understand. Why did he run that way? I don't... That was so weird, man. What the hell? Why did he run that way? To focus there for a second. I think people got hit by the inspectors, so people dipped a little bit low, plus the AoE from the fat guy did not help. Did not help at all. Somebody's clicking that, so I'm just gonna move on. Looks like it was just easier for him to group. He's a death knight. You can grip him from wherever you want. I don't know, maybe. It was weird. It felt a little bit like he kind of forgot about those mobs. Okay, he's got his whole turn around and don't get hit in the back thing, but he still gets hit in the back. A little weird, but nothing we can't handle here. Very nice. Okay, that was fun. These big guys are kind of fun to deal with because they do a lot of damage. So there's actually something to heal. Didn't have to pop wings, but there was something to heal. Not arguing he could have gripped, but you only play from one point of view. Very true. Very true. It just felt weird. I've never seen a tank do it, so I'm just confused. Then again, I learned lots of new ways to not do the dungeon correctly when I pug, so... Okay, this person's getting their butt whooped. What's going on with that? I think they had aggro for a second or something. I don't know what happened there, but I could have reacted a bit quicker to healing them. I did press my lay on hands, but I keep using it on the tank because, you know, blood DK yo-yoing freaks me out a little bit. Rapid construction comes down, which means there's going to be new scaffolds to break down. Big 1.6 million damage crit on the scaffold from using my empowered. Holy shock. Very nice. Put a focus on star. Look at circle. Interrupt one that doesn't get interrupted. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm rooted. I don't think there's... None of them are going to cast while someone's rooted, so I'm not going to bother sending a freedom out. Nobody really needs to move. Very nice. And we kill the guy before he does his little thing where he builds a new scaffold. Very nice. Very, very nice. Put a focus on the surveyor in the back. Don't know if the tank wants to pull it. I'm not going to pull it for them. They might have a plan for how they're going to handle this. I'm going to stack on the tank, then move off to the side. We're going to blind here. Tank grips in the surveyor. We're going to look for an interrupt on it here shortly. There we go. There's the interrupt. We take care of it, or somebody else took care of it. I think the hunter's been popping off on the interrupts as well, at least from what I can see in the last few interactions we had with kickable abilities. So far, so good. I still don't feel like I need to use wings. Oh, I'm stepping into tradition like a dum-dum, but that's okay. Very nice. Okay, clean. This is a true pug experience, learning 10,000 ways and not to do things. Yeah. Sultan Gaming comes in and says meow. Meow back at you, good sir. Or madam. Although with a name like Sultan, I'm assuming it is a sir in question. Should I really bother healing this tank this much? I guess I'm making them feel extra safe, which is never a bad thing. Tank is standing across the room from this. This spell goes on me. I'm going to use the defensive and get 4 of these bad boys in one go. Hell yeah. Well, let's do it. That'll do it just fine. Quick Crusader Strike. One last one goes down. We have no blind, but we're going to go ahead and stun and kick. The spell's on me. There's one more bomb. No, there isn't. Oh my god, I need to not let myself tick down that low. That the spell, I keep forgetting that it's a massive dot. That's also a thing I need to remember, is that that thing is a big old freaking dot. Okay. The mage gets the next one. We're going to put some heals into them, position them, dispel them. There we go. Thulani charge. We're going to take care of one of these. Okay. Beam, light, heal. Okay. Last one gets taken care of. Are there any more bombs? No more bombs. Sorry, as healer, this fight for me just freaking sucks. And I need to heal myself up a bit before I dispel that. That is so scary, man. That needs to be dispelled quickly. I need to pre-position or something. It does a bit too much damage, I think. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I should have just let them all drop down. Oh, the boss is dead, so I don't need to do shit. We're gonna try and grab this and use the item. While somebody else takes care of those bombs, I'm gonna take care of the Zeppelin, and we can go. Our music turned off. That is surprising. We're just gonna play it again from the beginning and move on, so I don't have to look for more music in the middle of a run. Welcome back, Selfreal. My DPS wasn't good enough, so I was cut short from raid. What the heck? That's kind of weird. Let's just whoopsie daisy our way into another bigger pull. There we go. Bomb crabs are about to go off. We're going to have to keep healing without as many sources of holy power, which is fine. There we go. Me going left. What were you playing, Salfreal? And what was your DPS that it was too low? Were you doing, whatchamacallit, were you doing a heroic raid or pugging mythic, or what was going on? You joined some heroic prog raid? This is awesome. Yeah, I do not miss progressing. I do not miss progressing. Okay, our mage had aggro. Okay, they're bound to the corpse. The tank survives the thing. Did he take it and immediately die again? Bro, come on. Okay, we want the mage back alive, I think. Gonna wings. Bro, you gotta at least avoid the waves. You gotta at least avoid the waves and at least use some kind of defensive when that shit happens. Okay, that was a mess. People need to start stacking again and moving to the left. Okay, that was a shit show right at the beginning. Let's put our beacon back on this person. And holy shit. Okay, let's get the let's take number 2. Take number 2. Okay. Awaken the swamp coming out. Waves are coming through. Maybe a little bit difficult to see here. There we go. We handle it. We handle it. Guild run heroic. Unholy DK. Interesting. I'm gonna aura mastery this one. People are standing in shit. I can't heal you if you stand in a bunch of shit. That's on you. Okay. That was a little bit scary there. I kind of wasted one of my big heals there, one of my holy prisms, when there was no more damage happening. I put out 2 dawn lights with it, and that kind of cost me because I kind of need to rotate between wings, holy prism, and divine toll. But it worked out in the end. Tank figured out where the taunt button was. That's good. I didn't get punched in the face by Bubbles, which is very good. I guess, is it a punch? Does Bubbles punch? Is that what he does? I don't really know. I'm gonna beam and hot up the mage and this person. There we go. That should keep everyone safe through the dot, the AoE dot. Tank is eating some of those. Not exactly great. We have Divine Toll available. We're going to go ahead and use that. Keep healing with it. Extra Holy Shocks also do a plentiful amount of healing. Very nice. Tank is just going to eat one of those. It's okay. He's the tank. We'll just heal him up and he'll be a-okay. And Jix, we do it right, getting slizzard. You're getting slizzard? That's crazy, man. Right. Unfortunately, I don't use that trinket because I just keep forgetting that it exists. Dispel this person. I was kind of caught with my pants down because I was talking about getting slizzard. The inspector's just beating the shit out of me. I want to dispel this person before they get stunned. Jesus. Why is this so difficult, guys? I want to prevent that stun, so I'm going to dispel it. Oh, the electrician is just in the back beaming me down from a distance. Love that. Gonna dispel this guy before he gets stunned. Cool, we have the big guy being pulled. Why is this such a shit show, guys? Why is this such a shit show? I don't understand. What the hell is going on? Stop it. Get some help. Okay, hold on. Avoid these circles. Keep getting the stupid debuff. Goodness gracious. Great balls of electricity this time. Play Lightsmith yet, lad? No, I don't think I'll be playing Lightsmith at all. I don't think it's as good as this. I think the build would change significantly. We're pulling that for some reason. I guess we need the percent. I do not know. Lay on Hands being used liberally this run. A 2-mob pull right here. 2-mob pull. Love to see it. Dispel that. Blind. Take care of all of them. Stun this guy. Stop some of these casts from going out. This is a bit of a poo-poo. Why are we pulling that? We have percent. Does this guy not have a route or something? I don't understand. There's a contractor and a soldier here. What's going on? All right, we're gonna wings here and just make sure everyone's topped. Dispel this person from 2 stacks of that nonsense. Holy shit, though. What is going on here? We're going to kick one. Dispel this person as quickly as we can. Prism here. Give Tank one of the Dawn Lights because he's just getting his butthole flossed. Extend the Dawn Light on the Tank because he's still getting his butthole flossed. Okay, there we go. He's kind of, from what I've noticed, he's kind of allergic to using Vampiric Blood, which surprises me. But, hey, you know, it's whatever. It's Darth Vader. Darth Vader. He must know. You must know what's up. Percent plus run? Oh yeah, we're going for the legendary 200% run. Sorry, I have to focus right now because we're taking bazillions of damage. I'm gonna Aura Mastery here to try to reduce that bazillion of damage to a more manageable amount, like half a bazillion. I wish it was 50% that Aura Mastery gave. Alright, we managed to avoid stuns on everyone so far, but these pulls have been messy, guys. These pulls have been messy. I don't know if it's people standing and shit, or if I'm just finally being met with actual damage events, but it has been feeling a little bit messy. Okay, I think we finally recovered from the messiness of some of these pulls, but good baby Jesus. All right, let's look for some big heals here because that's what we're going to need to get through this. Here we go. Divine Toll sorts it out with the extra holy shocks and all of it. Thunder Punch comes out. We're going to try and keep our tank alive from this. We're going to step away from all that nonsense. Make sure we don't take away any of our puddles. Mage is using a huge defensive here to make sure that they stay safe. I can appreciate that because that shit really hurts. Orb going out towards us. We're going to step in this direction, try to handle it. Trap goes out, takes care of those. Love to see that, Hunter. Well played. Tank might need a sack here. We're going to use the defensive. He just stepped in some doo-doo, I think. I'm going to give him a big old Dawn Light because he seems to be stunned, but that's okay. With the Dawn Light on my sack, he can live anything. My sack has incredible preservative properties. Alright, we have wings here. We're just going to use wings. That should keep everyone really, really safe. Tank got stunned by standing in one of those. That's okay. We have new circles or new puddles coming down. We don't want to stand in that. Thunder Punch comes out. Hits the tank. We're going to immediately try to heal them up as much as possible because they're not using any sort of defensives to deal with that tank buster, even though it's one of the rougher hitting ones this season, honestly. And that should be the boss dead, so we should be safe here. That is the percent we needed as well, so bada bing, bada boom. 44 more rating. 1.5k rating was reached last dungeon, actually, not even this dungeon, so I don't know why I'm mentioning 1.5k rating, but that was nice. Tank says OP damage. 650, 645, 635. Interesting. Mage is going to give us a portal, so we're going to grab that and get out of here. That was interesting. Swamp Blood should be the most casted cooldown on Blood Decay. Am I wrong? And recharges super quick. Yeah, Swamp Blood and a Dancing Rune Weapon probably just as much. All right, let me get out of there. That's a huge sack. Thank you. Thank you. Is your Omni CD broken, or has the tank but not used IBF or AMS at all throughout the dungeon? He used AMS a couple of times, I think. But yeah, I'll check the cooldown uptime. Auras. Let's see. He used Lichborn 3 times. He used Anti-Magic Shell exactly once. He used Rune Tap exactly once. I don't see... Icebound Fortitude exactly once. But 3 Lichborns, man. That's pretty good, right? He used Tombstone 4 times, which is interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's... Yeah, my guy was having a hard time. Dancing Rune Weapon, however, which is the most important one, he did use a bunch of times, and that I do respect. He probably could have used it more than he did, but I still respect it. Limited to 1 per run. Yeah, he might run out by the end of the season, so he has to ration them out. All right, let's keep it going. We took care of the floodgate. Now let's look for the rest of these. I'm just trying to join groups that have tanks, because that way the group forms a little bit quicker and we can get going quicker. There we go, the Rookery. We're right next to it. Beautiful. Ooh, that's a lot of boxes. Just joined a Roblox game. Dungeon difficulty set to heroic, so I just flew into a heroic dungeon, excuse me. And here I am worried tanking keys. Yeah. And I mean, he got away with it because I pumped a shit ton of healing into him. If you look at my healing, I healed him for 454 million with 16.8% over healing. So like, my guy got a lot of loving. Got a lot of loving. Not much over healing. 454 million is quite a lot. That is a third of my overall healing-ish. Always a good sign when a group is full of boxes. Oh yes, very much so. Very much so. There's a Roblox convention in town, and I think I just walked into it. What has been the most challenging Zero to Hero so far in your opinion, and why? My first time healing was definitely the most challenging. And I also went to 3K with it, so that was also part of the challenge with it. So I went to what would now be Legend. Other than that, Fire Mage was really hard for me because I just suck at range, and also the numbers were never good. No matter how hard I tried, I never did good DPS because of the build that I was running that was made for prio damage, and then prio damage never looks good in overall. So, is that a holy power bar, one bar, or separate bars? It is 5 separate bars, and then each of them has there's a gap between them, and the only way you can get the gap is if you do that. So, yeah, it's 5 separate bars. I was talking about the most difficult challenges. I think Preservation of Ochre was probably also very, very difficult. I didn't even go to Hero with Preservation of Ochre last season. I just went to 2K because that was the format. And it was pretty rough. The cooldown on choose my new character name is not on. Or have you changed it? Did I change it? Let me just double check that, because there's something weird going on with that. It should be off in general. Nobody should have been able to redeem it. But let me double check it. No, the cooldown is 7 days, so it's just not available right now. I'm gonna turn it off completely because we have the next 2 characters named, so I'm just gonna turn it off completely and leave it as that. There. Yeah, it disappears when I completely turn it off, but the cooldown has the longest cooldown possible is 3 days, so. Oh, I got clipped by one of the orbs, or I got hit by one of the casts, I don't know. Ooh, thank fuck for reactive healers, man. I don't know how else to heal pugs. I don't know how I managed it with my monk. It just kind of worked out, I guess. It just kind of worked out. Or I played with a bunch of really good people, I don't know. Thinking back to when I played Resto Druid, like, the time I had the most success with Resto Druid was just permanently being ready for damage. So, always being in a pre-ramped state. But now with a reactive healer, I just like, oh, damage happened? Cool, I get to use my abilities now. Ooh, that warrior, just, you could hear the bowling strike. There's a weird sort of, whatever. I want to make a choice, but it doesn't matter. There was no poll. You can spend points to buy like to name my next character. I think Tiny Box Ryan grabbed it first and decided to give Danny the choice of name, and then today Lenny grabbed it again because I forgot to turn it off and named the character after the one Danny names. What's it called? Mr. Bong. So we have Pepper Pooch. That's gonna be the next one, Pepper Pooch, named by Danny, and then after that we have Mr. Bonk. We don't even know what classes or roles they are, so it's gonna be fun. I missed your point thing, staying for 2 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes ago. Sorry, yeah, I did miss that. I will fix that, and you will get your 20 minutes, don't you worry. I'm probably gonna forget and just stand for longer than that anyway, so. I overlap my stun with the monk. Gotta focus on these. I'm trying to get these kicks out because otherwise if somebody gets double tapped, it might potentially kill them. Mage is not spell stealing this buff, Lightning Infused, which would be super beneficial for the mage to spell steal, but they're just not aware of it. Probably a UI issue where they don't know that there is a buff for them to steal. Somebody's gonna take care of these because everyone's just kind of standing there trying to get ready to CC those orbs, so I'm not gonna waste my blind on it. I'm gonna save it for emergency. I'm gonna accidentally pull that group right there. Kick it. Beautiful. Oh, Shockwave went out, canceled my kick. That's unfortunate. Oh no, I did get the kick, and then the Shockwave landed. That was really nice, actually. Is it weird that I really like the trash in this dungeon because there's a lot to heal, and it's fairly predictable as long as people don't do stupid shit like pull a Void Rider into these guys, the Thunderers. I guess it might be a little weird. We're gonna give this person movement speed. They're dragging into the Thunderers. That's wonderful. And to immediately kick one of them. AoE stun comes out. 2 kicks land. We're gonna blind here. We're gonna stun here. As long as we can keep CCing, that is a-okay with me. I'm gonna use a defensive because I'm gonna get hit by some of these. I'm gonna heal using Dawn Lights now. 2 Dawn Lights available. We're gonna put another kick down. Gonna put another Dawn Light on this person, and we should be a-okay. Wonderful. Kick available in 7 seconds. I'm being beamed down and also maybe being cast on, but it all worked out. Beautiful. Sally, I want you to know what name. You want to know what name I chose? I think I said so. Oh, hey, Bob says I can sit back down. Okay, hold on. Let me sit back down. Sorry, guys, I'm not paying as much attention to chat as some dungeons because here I had to actually heal. I will never understand why people just constantly keep running. Just stop at the end of the circle and then move afterwards. Otherwise, people have to keep running through your shit as well. Doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, Divine Toll should recover us from that nonsense. That was a little rough. A little bit of a roughie. I told them about Mr. Bonk. Yes, I did tell them about Mr. Bonk. Mr. Bonk's awesome. I'm sorry if you didn't want me to. My apologies. I just thought you wouldn't mind. That's danger. I wanted to ping danger, but I pinged on my way. Dinged on my way? I don't know. Whatever. That person got separated from us. I'm able to heal them, so I'm going to do so. You don't mind? It's okay? Okay. Good. I thought I had upset you, and I don't want to upset you, Lenny. Did I listen to the Max Stratnos and Neon interview yet? I don't usually consume that kind of media. What was discussed? Do you want to share with us if you know? Did they tell us when they're going to get rid of Valor Stones, the most pointless currency in the game? Was that discussed potentially? When do you move to Finland? Probably in August. Right, tank is pulling here. We're going to put a focus on this Oracle so we can interrupt it. You can go next, guy. Okay, he was waiting for the kick as well. Okay. I respect that. You can't always expect people to kick. I kicked at the same time, so I don't have a kick for it now. But we need to get ready for a bunch of damage here, so let's build up some holy power. I'm going to use a defensive. Just eat that over here. Divine Toll goes out. You have extra holy shocks ready to do some healing with. Very nice. Gonna stun this guy, look for the other oracle, kick that other oracle. This one's gonna die before he casts his next thing, most likely. There we go. Very nice. Divine Toll takes care of it. I was expecting there to be more damage taken, but I think people may have just used some defensives for once in their life. So that was quite nice. Although I shouldn't talk shit about this group. They've been playing perfectly fine, so I have no reason to really say anything about their defensive usage. I have a weird feeling you would like Destro Lock. I tried Destro Lock. I wasn't a huge fan. In general, classes that have cast bars, I despise them. So, I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy that. I know that I like Demo Lock a little bit. I definitely enjoyed leveling Demo Lock and doing a little bit of indie game content with it. It was quite nice. I like the sort of feel of the spec. Don't know if I would be good at it, but I definitely enjoyed it. All I saw was that they will add one button rotation tool in 11.1.7 that will perform your DPS with a 0.2 sec GCD penalty. Are you... No chance. Really? You're gonna add something that's gonna automate gameplay? No chance. That he must be trolling. Or that must be misunderstood.
Your survival.
Oh shit, what did I die to?
Necessary.
Oh, Void Bolt on top of a bunch of other shit. Am I getting CR'd here? Should I wait for a CR? CR goes out. We're gonna wings. Get everyone healed up. We're gonna use the defensive. I was ready immediately to heal there. Shit ton of healing goes out. I just died there like an idiot. People are standing in things, I think. Or do these guys just have a big buff? No, it's just one stack of the buff. My apologies, friends. I usually don't suck at the game like this, but I just kind of stood there and died. Can you stop targeting me, please? That is so rude. Okay. I guess I wasn't ready for the double diffuser pull because I was talking about the stupid tool thing. No, you wish you were trolling? They talked about that for a long time. No, I'm not surprised. I need to watch that. The one button thing is going to be a huge boost to pretty much 70% of the player base's DPS. 9 to 12 million extra damage throughout the run at 640 item level. All right, let me try and use that. That's not a lot, but let me try and use that. People are getting bullied here by these mobs. All right. I'm gonna step away from this person as quickly as I can because I don't want to get the debuff again. It didn't go on me, it goes on the monk. I can't handle it any further than that because I don't really see where it is. I wasn't able to keep track. There we go. Let's get rid of these and finally get into position. That isn't just pure reaction. I need to watch that interview, and I think I might make a yap video about it because that sounds absolutely fucking insane. Team being bounced to me. I'm going to stand next to the tank so that the tank can take it. If the tank takes it, they can get rid of it if they use anti-magic shell before it goes onto them. It stops bouncing after that. It doesn't skip or anything. It just stops bouncing. Stops existing, really. You can do it with bubble too, which I will demonstrate now if I have bubble. I have bubble. Of course I have bubble. I died without using bubble, so there's that. It's on me, so I can't demonstrate it. It feels like a waste to prevent only a few bounces. I'm gonna step away as much as I can away from that mage. Now I can step back in. It's on the DK again. We don't have blind, but we do have a stun available for this and kick this. And he's gonna jump on where I was. Beam him. Don't light myself. There we go. Rotation assist. There will be a rotation assist in the base UI that can light up the next button you should press, or have a one button keybind for your rotation at a cast of slightly longer GCD. The goal of this is not supposed to be optimal, but it's supposed to be useful in the same way that people use Heckley. Yes, but the one button thing is much more powerful than Heckley. Much more powerful than Heckley, actually. Because you just turn your brain off and smash one button. Heckley at least forces you to remember what your keybinds are. I don't know, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's cool for people that think delves are hard, but other than that, it's like... It sounds kind of weird. But whatever, this isn't for me. I don't fucking care. So, like... I use the one button while farming herbs at work. Don't have half my buttons without my MMO mouse. Fair enough, I guess. But like, how much do you care about your DPS when you're farming herbs? Probably not very much, I would imagine. Where's the damage? Oh, the mage used AoE shield. I was like, why did no damage happen from the pulse? What the heck? Okay, it was the mage looking out for us. Very nice. I was so ready for that damage too. I had like Divine Toll and everything. Oh well. See guys, this DK is actually standing in his DNV and he's actually using the cooldowns. I'm surprised he's not using Dancing Rune Weapon here, but he's been using his stuff pretty much on cooldown and I love to see it. Oh, I wasted my blind. That is unfortunate. That is very much unfortunate, but no big deal. The group's been on top of the actual orb CC, so all's well that ends well. Feasting Void goes out. We kick. We heal. All's well. Guys, I'm fucking loving Holy Paladin. Holy shit. I can't wait to play this class in keys that actually matter. Tomorrow I'm gonna record a +6 and it's gonna be amazing. Gonna be amazing. We might get a piece of hero gear, who knows, but I'm excited for the higher keys. What I would really love to do is let Danny actually play her DPS characters for once, because she's been stuck on healer duty for a while now. And I really feel it's unfair, because she is a blaster of a DPS in our group. And almost always performs extremely well while doing a bunch of kicks and whatnot. So I would love to be able to have Danny DPS a bit and have some fun that way. While also being able to play Holy Paladin, because holy shit, this is fun. Imagine how much better I could be if I actually use my cooldowns optimally. Like, see, I just wasted Divine Toll. I don't usually waste it. I usually keep my cooldowns for longer than I should. That's usually my problem, but it's no big deal, I think. Okay, we're already grouping the next pull while still fighting this. I'm not a huge fan of that, but we'll make it work. We'll give the mage one of these, and we're stepping over here to put a focus on the Ascendant. You have Divine Toll available again for Feasting Void. We're going to go ahead and try to beacon heal. The tank's very self-sufficient. I'm going to move the beacon off of them onto the monk. And I think the tank will be just okay without me actually healing them at all, other than AoE heals that I do. Probably should have done this earlier in the dungeon, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. But Feasting Void, the thing dies before it gets the Feasting Void off, so all's well that ends well. We have a blind to take care of that. Void Extraction goes out. It hits 40%. Don't think it got the second Void Extraction out. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, I'm happy with it. We can just pop off here, do a bunch of healing. I'm not going to cast Judgment, and I'm not going to cast Consecration. I think we're going to pull anyway. Can I move this? I can move this. Is this going to pull it? It's not going to pull it. Good move. Okay, I'm going to reposition here closer to the center so somebody can go off to this side. It seems to be the fire mage that is going to do so. Beautiful. Okay, wonderful. All right. I'm going to dispel myself right over here, and then the other person, if they want to move, they can move. Just going to give them big heals here. I don't have to do anything. People are... Fucking idiot. I don't know what to tell you. Warrior forgot what he was supposed to do. He was busy charging at the boss to get a bit of rage as Fury, which is so stupid that I can't even begin to explain it. Okay, whatever. Kill this thing before it pulses again, and we have a blind coming up soon. DK doesn't seem to have anything for it. Okay, whatever. We handled it. That was blindingly stupid. I was actually speechless at the end of that. We're going to dispel this back here behind us and give pots to this person. Jesus Christ, that was insane. We're going to give a Dawn Light because it's a huge hot to that person. Warrior now understands what he did wrong, so he's stepping over. I'm going to go over there, give them a Dawn Light. There we go. Much better than last time. Is the Fury RPing as a Whirlwind Barbarian? No, he's doing okay, I think. I don't know, maybe. He has Bladestorm and he's Slayer, so he's doing that wrong to begin with, but other than that, I think he's doing okay. It might be an item level issue. Nope, 644 should be doing more than that, I think, but whatever. I'm not annoyed about his DPS. I don't give a fuck about his DPS. What I'm annoyed by is the fact that my guy just you know, didn't do the ad, and that had us not sweating, but like it felt like unnecessary sort of playing around. Okay, we're gonna dispel that person so they can move back where they were. We have some extra damage here. We're just gonna pop all of our damaging abilities into the boss here. Can we kill it? We can't if that goes off. There we go. We are missing percent. We're gonna have to clear the rest of those. So let's give the tank some movement speed and get over there. Been a pretty high influx in warriors since 11.5, I feel like, and it's not been great. What do you think that is? These guys barely give any percent, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that big guy because it's the only way we get percent here. Oh, never mind. There's crushers here that we didn't pull. My bad. My bad completely. It's whatever, but my bad. I should have noticed that we have crushers here to kill, so we should be killing that. We're gonna CR this person that went down, and we're done so. There we go. My bad, friends. I didn't see the crushers. I thought we had pulled them. I'm mildly surprised details / whatever frames you use don't support the special characters in a lot of names. That drive me insane. I don't care about it too much. I don't often play with what are these with Cyrillic names, so it doesn't bother me. It's not like it's gonna make a difference. I'm not gonna pronounce their name if it showed their actual Cyrillic name, so it's whatever. We have a portal to Dornogal here, so we're gonna go ahead and use that and move on. Liz doesn't do shit to warriors in terms of good changes. Eh. It's the box syndrome. Yeah. I guess it is. Alrighty. It might be a font issue, actually, now that I think about it. It might be a font issue. Maybe the font doesn't support those. Details, options. Where do I check the font? It's definitely a font issue. Now I just need to find an actual font that works. Arial narrow seems to work. Now I need to find this where the font size is to reduce it. Simple as, yep. Why are you not healing 10s with 655 already? Because that's not what not how the thingy works, or the series works. I go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If I just went into if I went to dungeons appropriate for my item level, I would be finishing series as soon as I go out of delves. So it's kind of pointless, and it gives you an insight into what kind of challenges you'll face as you go along. You'll have tanks that are clueless and don't know how to do anything, like the first run of the day today in Cinderbrew Meadery, and you'll have all sorts of other issues in other runs, like DPS doing less than tank damage and stuff like that. So those are things to deal with. Like, what if this fight takes a lot longer because our DPS is doing basically nothing to kill the boss? Stuff like that. Let me just do a quick reload here. I think my bars are a little bit messed up. I know Cell has a setting that translates Cyrillic into Latin characters. Maybe I'll turn that on Cell when I switch to it eventually. I don't want to become a React Andy. Might comment on it later on, but I'm not gonna sit here and watch people's content and react to it. In 4 seasons time, shush, Vin, shush. The real challenge in M+ is your team, after all. Unless you suck, which most people do. A lot of people will talk a lot of shit about their teammates while they themselves kind of suck. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But that being said, I do talk a lot of shit, but that's because I'm like multi 3K kind of person that has actual experience. Not that I'm an amazing player, but like I've been around the ringer a few times, and I do think I know what I'm talking about. So I opt to comment on people's performance. Why did I open WeakAuras? Nobody knows. I'm trying to set up details options. Hold on now, hold on. Text size. 14 seems about right. I don't like this font. I need to switch this font. Arial narrow. All these stupid. God, these are so fucking ugly. What the hell? Oh, this is nice. PT Sans narrow. I like this. I think the non-regular one is actually quite good. I think that works. Expresse or no font? Do I have that as an option? I don't have that as an option, sorry. But yeah, we're gonna switch to PT Sans narrow on just about anything where we can. Let me check for font again. There we go. That's a nice looking font. Yeah, it does look pretty good. We're gonna switch to that, and then what we're also going to do is we're gonna go into SUF, and we're gonna go find the font thing. Ugh. Yes, we should have access to that. PT Sans narrow. And then in my WeakAuras, I might have to adjust to that, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but let's at least adjust the SUF absorb WeakAuras. Display, and then I think I can choose font for everything from here. Text 1 and text 2. That's not really going to work, probably. Actually, maybe. Hold on. Text 1, text 2, PT Sans narrow. Hey, nice. Okay, and let's see if I do a heal absorb. I have to heal a guard or something. No, it's not working. It's not putting the heal absorb up, which is weird. I don't have the heal absorb up on me. Hold on. Let me double check. Do all of these actually have the thing now? I think they do. Yeah, all of them are PT Sans narrow. So the unit frames texts are all like that. Let's go check elsewhere. I've brought forth unexpected change. Yes, and thank you, because I thought it was an issue with the add-on, but it turns out it's just a font issue. Okay, so this is working as expected. I also never fixed the positioning of the heal absorb text, so let's see if we can adjust that and make it work a bit better. So text 1 is set to be anchored to frames background inner bottom left. Okay, so we have different ones depending on which one it is. Or do we? This one has absorb first. This one just has heal absorb. The absorb one also manages the health as well. Okay, interesting. And the heal absorb one just manages heal absorb. Okay. So let's just adjust the heal absorb one to anchor at the same spot. Anchored to background inner left with offset 2, 3. Is it just not anchored correctly? Is that the issue? Am I stupid? Why is it not? Why is this one a little bit higher than the rest, than the health one? Why is that the case? What am I missing here? -3, 4, is that it? I think that may be it, actually. There we go. Randomly changing random shit, man. I don't know what to tell you. WeakAuras be like, you can tweak them to Kingdom Come. All right, cool. That is nice. We're just gonna adjust the SUF absorb. It looks like this is not PT Sans narrow, is it? Is it not? It seems to all be PT Sans narrow. That is wonderful. Okay, we're now done with that stuff. Okay, let's move on. How do you get Circes to 658 on all my alts? It only goes up to 645. Keep doing the quest line or kill rares. Or kill the cave monsters as well. That'll get you more of those upgrade items. The first quest should be available right away. If you haven't done the quest line, then you got to do the quest line itself. But the quest line is basically what's going to give you it guaranteed, and then you have a chance to get it from rares and from the cave monsters. 658 is the maximum, yes. So on some classes you replace it earlier, on some classes you replace it later, depending on when you get a higher item level ring where your sims tell it's better. For instance, on marksmanship hunters, as soon as you get a ring with a bunch of crit on it that you can replace it with, you do that. As long as your other ring also has a bunch of crit on it. And on some you never replace it? Really? There's some where you would never do. Okay, cool. I didn't know that, actually. You will never replace the ring? Not gonna go for a higher item level and stuff? Select the translit options in the bar's text. It transforms Cyrillic to Latin. Where is that, Alexander? In details? I didn't see your message until now. Make the Russian letters that no one understands to be presented as Western letters. Okay, and it puts... Oh, okay, I didn't know that was an option. Thank you, Alexander. That's really nice. It's going to put a little exclamation mark next to them. Cool, okay. That's nice. I didn't know that was a thing. Assassination Rogue will never replace, well, not until a Season 3 or eye level increase patch. I see. I wonder, will the item level increase patch actually increase the item level of Circe's circlet? Because I think it was supposed to be the equivalent of a maxed out hero item, but I don't know. Or is it maxed out hero? No, it's a maxed out champion item. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, then it's not going to be affected. It's not going to be affected. Kariwa says probably not. Boomy doesn't take it off either. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, we have 2 more dungeons to run, and I don't think I have enough time to actually run them. What time is it? It is 11:15. Maybe. Let's see how quick the runs are. I do feel like playing my marksmanship hunter a bit, so maybe I should do that. All right. Just join whatever group. Doesn't really matter. Easy 5-minute dungeons. I don't know about that, but if you're a mastery loving class, then hell yeah. Sniping is against the rules, right? Yeah, please don't join my keys. It's not a PUG only challenge if people join my keys. Well, you can join my keys when I don't get rating from them. That's when you can join my keys. Then I don't care. Are your WeakAuras on the Discord? Can't seem to find them. Looks super clean for Holy Pal, not as full on with shit you don't need. Yeah, they're on the Discord. I might not have uploaded them recently, but we're going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and export the SUF WeakAuras and update all of our WeakAuras, because it's been a hot minute and I haven't updated the holy ones, even though I have 2 episodes out of it. Hold on. While this person finds us a thing, by thing I mean a group to play with, we're gonna upgrade the SUF absorb WeakAuras. There it is. We've updated the DNV SUF absorb ones, and then let's upgrade thingy thing with the stuffy stuff Paladin WeakAuras. Export copy. I don't think I've done that at all, so that's going to be a nice upgrade. DNV Paladin. Import new string, paste that in there. We're going to put in 700 as the version and do, oh no, I've already updated it, so I don't need to do that again. I'm going to import a new string. We're going to call it 610 because it's a minor upgrade then. Switch to dynamic groups. There we go. And now the Holy Paladin ones have been upgraded as well with what we have right now. We have invited a 3-stack here. Beautiful. Font is definitely different, but I'm okay with it. I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. We're gonna head over to, what was this? Workshop, I think? What? 2s? Did I do a 2? Did I join a 2 or a 4? I joined a 2. Oh shit, I thought it was 4. I am so sorry. I'm not doing a 2. Ah, I looked for 2s like an idiot. Good thing you guys asked. I would have been so annoyed when I joined. Okay, my bad. My bad. Thank you for asking. Jesus. Kariba coming in with the facts, but yes, I accidentally queued for 2. I wanted to do 4s. In today's video, I did do a 4. I'm glad I checked. Yeah, Selfie, I did that. You probably typed it before I did that. It was a 2? Yeah. Okay. Well, we joined a different Mechagon run. This is actually a +4. Hopefully, let's check again with keys. You never know, man. Okay, it is a 4. Nice. Okay, cool. Whew. Why did I look for a 2? I'm so stupid. You had like 20 declines as a tank yesterday, but then I was trying to get into a 10 with less than... Yeah, there's a lot of people farming 10s, so like getting in with low rating and or low item level, it can be pretty rough. Watching that insta queue is so strange as a DPS. What if we're technically worse than a pug? Well, the average pug is not so horrible. Otherwise, the average number of keys timed would be abysmal, right? So, I doubt it. It's possible, but I doubt it. Numbers is hard. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When you're dumb like me, it is. Ah. So Cinderbrew Meadery is actually the key I haven't done, and I think I'm gonna just do this workshop, and then tomorrow for the next episode where I do a 6, I'm just gonna do a Cinderbrew Meadery. I think that's gonna be what I do, rather than trying to time one in the remaining time I have for the stream. So we're gonna just do this workshop, hopefully time it, and then do Cinderbrew Meadery for the next video. I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna go from a 2 to a 6, but we have already pretty much conquered the 4s. It's been pretty piss easy, honestly. I am overgeared, so that does help, but yeah. We're being very picky about who we invite for some reason. I don't know why. I guess the 628 Marksmanship Hunter wants to get a little carried. Oh. Big stretch, big stretch. Marco Jr. comes in with the 633 item level. Alright, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna head over there to the workshop and get this done. Come on, just take a DPS, take any DPS and we can go. I trust. It doesn't even matter. It's a roulette anyway. Ooh, there's the mount rare. Let's go do the mount rare. Potentially, I may actually receive the mount. Who knows? Any mounts? No. I did get this shield though. Cool. Bro, just invite the hunter and let's go. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Let's blast through this and get this over with. Oh, it's not set the mythic. That's always a good sign. Dungeon difficulty set to normal, not mythic, so I don't know why we're going back in. Now it's mythic, now I'm gonna walk in. I'm getting bad vibes from this one. Yeah, the juju is a little bit off. And we have a person offline now. Okay. Fun dungeon incoming, you know, we have to have a blast for the last. That's how it goes. Is that the key holder? No, the person that went offline is not the key holder. It is the last person we invited, though. Hunter offline. I'm gonna hit not ready, just so they notice, I guess. Curse from the get-go? Yeah, it looks pretty questionable. Pretty questionable. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but hopefully this guy comes back. Oh, there he is. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Vibe off, roach out. Nah. I'll leave that to Pirate Software. I'm gonna stand my ground right here. I foresee explosions from the first pack. Let's see how big the tank pulls. With a Prod Paladin, maybe we can handle it. We do also have multiple ways to stun the mobs, so yeah. Alright. Gonna put one of these on this person, one of these on the tank. And let's get the party started. Gonna reapply my buffs, which I probably didn't have for the previous dungeon, to be honest, but I wasn't paying attention. It's whatever. Whatever.
4, 3,
okay.
2, 1.
Here we go with a +4 Mechagon Workshop with the Ascendant Affix, a Prod Paladin tank, 2 Marksmanship Hunters, one of which is 628, the other is 651, a 632 Havoc Demon Hunter, and yours truly with a 655 Holy Paladin. We've put Beacon of Light and Beacon of Faith on our undergeared Marksmanship Hunter and our tank, because Holy Paladins feel like they need a little bit of extra loving this season, it feels like. Maybe that's just the ones I've been playing with, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And looking at the Tonk, we're going to kick it. That way we can make sure that it happens. We're only pulling one of the Tonks. We're getting bounced around by the saw blades. No issue because there were no swirlies. We're going to put a bop onto this person. I'm going to try to get back into melee range as quickly as possible. We have a kick available again. We're going to kick one. The other one gets interrupted by another person. That person, our party lead, stands in some swirlies, eats shit, and dies. But all is well. We can continue without them. Their DPS was significant considering their item level. We'll put a beacon on them as soon as they're back. There we go. Try to keep our tank nice and safe here. All works out well. We're looking for a kick. One kick goes out, 2 kicks go out. We have a stun available for this one. If it gets close to full cast bar, we're going to kick it, but the Demon Hunter takes care of it. Lovely gameplay by the group here. We're not overpulling. We're keeping it nice and safe. Very manageable with the kicks. And we've been kicking quite well. I'm quite happy about that. Hey, Light Pepe. Place your bets on Dev's chat. I think it's going to be fine. After seeing these first few pulls, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Look at all these fantasy keys on German realms. Fantasy keys? Why is it a fantasy key? Just gonna step a bit away so I make sure I don't get anyone flipped with me. I don't want that to be the case. We have some mines dropping behind us. We're moving away from those mines. I like that call. Foe flipper again on me. I'm gonna get knocked back in such a way that I don't land in a mine. I have no real way to prevent that knockback, even with a bubble. If I use a bubble though, I can clear out some mines, so I might have to do that. Does anyone know? Do the mines do physical damage or do they do magic damage? I don't know that actually. Stun takes care of the platinum plating very quickly for us. We're able to keep blasting the boss, which the group is very much doing. I'm going to use our, whatchamacallit. What is that called? Our wings. Yeah, that thing. You know, our core cooldown. Our big cooldown. We're going to use one of those. I'm going to get knocked back this way. That should prevent me from landing in any of those. If I was going to land in some, I would have used a, whatchamacallit, a bubble. A bubble would have been used. Platinum pummel comes out. Shortly after that, we will have platinum plating. We're going to activate this. This should be more than close enough to bonk this guy on the noggin. I wanted to activate that as quickly as possible. That way, we can handle it more quickly and keep DPSing the TP pummeler. Bow flipper goes out on that person. All is well though. They don't seem to be taking too much damage. They didn't land on any of the mines. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. I just stepped into a bunch of mines and nearly died. Lay on Hands comes out from the tank. I didn't see those mines under the the models of the whatchamacallit, the boss. So that was scary. Mines are fire damage? Gotcha. Okay, so I can't bop and run. Here we go. MDT tells me mines are physical damage. Well, who do we trust, friends? Who do we trust? Maybe the dot is physical, but the first explosion is fire? I don't know. I don't know. There could be a difference depending on difficulty as well, maybe. Blind goes out. Someone else takes care of the remaining two. Alright, Corrosive Gunk is about to be cast. We're going to use Divine Toll to take care of that. Quickly heal everyone up to full and be ready for the next AoE damage. I'm gonna copy link address and paste that in here. This is what Jameson just linked. Sorry about that, Jameson. We have wings available. We're going to use it because we have AoE damage happening while the heal absorbs are on us. So we just need that extra bit of healing to heal through this a little bit quicker. Because there was no AoE CC going out when the gunks were being cast. When they fall on the ground, it's AoE fire damage. But when they blow up, it's physical. Oh, okay. So landing is fire. Blow up is physical. Okay, and what's the dot? I'm assuming the dot is also physical. So I can bop and run through them. I will test this at my earliest convenience, by the way. When I run a 6 key tomorrow in the stream, and I run into a mine with bop up and just explode instantly and die, I will hold you accountable. We're pulling dogs with the waste processing unit. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this, but we're going to see how it goes out. How it works out, I should say. I don't have wings just yet, so this might be a little bit dangerous. Tank is taking a beating as well. I'm going to rely on my healing here to try and keep everyone alive. Until someone has 2 dots, 2 stacks of the dot, I'm not going to dispel because I can heal 1, I can't heal 2. I just got a stack of the dots, so I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to dispel the person who just got 1. That way, if they have 2, it doesn't even matter. And it all works out. There we go. That works out. Dispel this last one. 1 more dot goes out, but we're going to counter it with just raw healing. That works out just fine. We have quite a bit of mana missing here. I'm a little confused about that, but no big deal. Right. I'm just going to ping danger behind there so people don't move away from Gujo or whatever when he does the jump and land on those. We're going to dispel immediately and counter it with a Divine Toll. We're going to have to hide here, but before we hide, we're going to go beat the shit out of the boss as much as possible. There we go. Get the last few hits in. Tank runs out a little bit early, but no big deal. Dispel into a beam, into this and this and this. Okay, I'm gonna ping this again, just danger here, so people know that that's there and don't run into it. Nope, that person's as oblivious as they all could. As oblivious as it gets. Alright, we're okay. This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's just hide over here with our friends. Our demon hunter friend nearly eats shit by standing next to the already damaged thingy. Our tank gets the idea, immediately moves away because he notices people are getting dangerously close to those dogs, and he doesn't want the group to pull those dogs. So it's a good call by the tank to move us over here. One leap is on me. I'm just going to stand in almost melee range. I don't want to move too close to these piles of trash, because what ends up happening is if you make him jump out here, he just straight up resets. So that is something to keep in mind. I'm going to go ahead and use our, whatchamacallit, wings here. Bit of an overkill for this, but I had not much else, so I just went for the wings. Big ol' pop. Still have wings rolling, so we can just have enhanced healing from just having more stats, and that should be a-okay. Potentially we can kill the boss here. That could be cool. Very nice. That's the boss dead, and we can move on. Beautiful. We'll probably have the demon hunter friend jump up here and do some hardcore parkour to get out of here. I'm just going to naturally run through this. I'm going to do it natty. Ooh, that was a real bad idea, guys. That was a real bad idea right there. Whew. That was spicy. Spicy meatball. We almost had some cooked goat. A bit of lamb for you. How was it you do this boss again? When he did his cast, you just ignore it and do damage to him out in the open, right? Yes, that is basically how you do it if you're an Unholy DK running it for the first time. If it's your first key that you ever do on the Unholy DK, that is exactly how you do it. Especially if your name is Marcus with a K. So, Carcass. We pulled some citizens here, which is unnecessary, but hey, it gives us something to beat the shit out of in the meantime. We're going to kick one of these. One wallop goes out on me. I can survive that just fine. You're expecting some Chinese team to just tank it in a list 20 key soon? Well, they'll find some way to exploit because Chinese teams don't get punished for exploiting. Oh, our hunter used a self-heal. I guess they didn't feel safe. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. I've been healing people quite well. I just stepped into a squirrel explosion. Goddamn squirrels. Squirrels are just fucking tree rats, guys. Tree rats with bushy tails. That's all squirrels are. I'm telling you. Alright, next group. We're going to see how it works out. Okay, it works out with the tank not knowing where things spawn, so he's just standing in the center of the room, letting me get my fucking face smushed by auto attacks, but it worked out. that was interesting. Alright, we're gonna wings here. This AoE is a lot of damage. It's more than the next one, especially with the dots being on people. I'm gonna dispel someone else because I am able to heal myself quite efficiently. I do extra healing to myself, so I don't have to worry about that. But they're cute tree rats. I don't know. Still just as evil. Everybody knows rats are evil, by the way. Not if they explode. Yep. But then again, have you ever seen something explode and be cute afterwards? I know that's not what you meant, but I'm gonna make it sound like it is, because that way it's funnier. Is it though? We're gonna blind here. We're gonna take care of this orb with a kick. This person just stood in that, just straight up just stood in that. I got that aimed shot cast, bro. I know how it is when you don't stack streamline. It do be rough. It do be rough. Alright, we're finally done with that. We're gonna run ahead. See if we can get through it first. Pussies. You have trouble not keeping aggro as a red paladin? Please help. Isn't that a good problem to have? Not having aggro as red? You should probably keep it like that. Please be kind. Not everyone is a neckbeard who plays all day. That's supposed to imply I'm a neckbeard who plays all day. I mean, I guess I am, but was I being unkind to someone? Was I being mean to someone just now? Trying to think of where I was being mean to someone now. Now you got me self-conscious. I did just flip off the screen, but that was purely for comedic purposes. I wasn't actually trying to make someone feel bad because the players can't see me. Did some testing for you. I ate all the mines with Bop and did not take any damage. Hell yeah, thank you. A little bit bummed out because part of me wanted to die to the mines and then, you know, be like, God damn it, Kriva, you lied to me, and blah, 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 blah. It would have been a funny moment, but the game decides that I don't get that. We're going to hodge this thing so people don't get hit by it. It is the longest stun in our group that we can put down on a single target. So we're going to go ahead and use it here. It sounded a bit as if you felt the tank failed by not knowing where the mob spawned. I just said that I got punched in my face because the tank wasn't there. That's it. If that sounds mean, I guess, maybe. I don't know. It's fucking funny every time. Did I bait them or did they not know how to get through on time? That's the question there. Yeah, we're stun available again. Bonk. Okay, big heals for the group. There we go, big heals. We want to avoid that. This person is going to have to get healed a whole bunch because they decided to go through that. And go over here and blind and kick this one. Okay, the sack did its job. I didn't see that there was a spinny thing on me. We're going to go ahead and use Divine Toll. Get a whole bunch of holy power and extra holy shocks. Triple them up and make it happen. Boss is just about dead. Not much more is going to happen here. Even if we do get a plant, we just stick to the boss and he is gone. Okay. Does the tank go for a double pull or a single pull? If anyone thinks Vlad is being mean towards me, it's a thing we got going on. It's in the contract on my own wishes. Oh, okay, yeah. If that's what Womop 33 was talking about, then yeah, Marcus and I make fun of each other all the time. He doesn't really make fun of me, actually. It's kind of one-sided. I don't know, maybe he's into it. But he does make fun of himself, and I joined in on it because that way it feels like we're just joking around. Because I don't think Marcus sucks. I think Marcus is a perfectly capable player that kind of almost always pops off on every class he plays. He just kind of does good damage no matter what, which is really nice to see. I remember his rogue being very undergeared and him popping the fuck off and doing a shit ton of damage. So there's that. Is your UI base UI or LVI or what? It's shadow unit frames plus my own WeakAuras plus Omni CD. And if you want it, you can get it from whatchamacallit, from the Discord. If you want to find the Discord, you can take this link to find it. Here come the shields. Okay, we're going to see if we can stay inside the shields for as long as possible. I'm going to use the defensive, dispel this, sack this person. We moved away from all the shields, which is unfortunate because that's going to make me have to heal even more. But that's okay, I can deal with it. We have the technology, we can heal them. Or something, I don't know. Nice. I'm focusing a bit here because this short out damage can actually be pretty nasty. Okay, we have one more dot that goes out. We're going to dispel that, and that should be it for the DVM3 here. We have no real way to skip, so we're just going to have to fight these mobs. Hopefully we don't fight them with the next group as well, because that can be pretty dangerous with these guys. Between the casts and the tune-ups, it can be pretty rough. Keep the group alive through the shorting things. We take care of the remaining orbs. This person gets hit. They're not within line of sight because they went over that hump, and now they are in a safe spot because I can reach them. They walked up closer to it, so we are good. Squirrel comes in. Oh, I think my stun was kind of wasted. I didn't actually manage to stop the cast from going out, so that was a bit of a waste, but no big deal. Divine Toll goes out, takes care of all those health bars. Another short out goes out, but we have extra, what are they called? Holy Shocks ready to go. And we good. What's the worst tank class for personally to heal? So far it's been Blood DK because a lot of people suck at it. For some reason, it's usually the worst performing tank, but I've also had some other Blood DKs just do really well, so I guess it's a bit of a hit or miss. Other than that, all the other classes have been kind of okay. AFC Nuggy brings outrage to the family. I just ran that beam across just about everyone. I'm pretty sure they kind of shit themselves. Oh no, unfortunate. But perfectly fine. Tank is struggling to move the boss, which is perfectly understandable. I've been there, man. It really sucks to move this boss. It just wants to sit there and cast. But luckily, it is fairly easy to just keep it wherever it wants to be. And not really give a shit. Who does it go after? Is it me? No, it's not. There we go. It's that person. It's Divine Toll here. May as well. These extra Holy Shocks out. I think... I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm never supposed to Holy Shock myself. Like, pretty much ever. Because it doesn't make any sense. I don't get the Light of the Martyr thing. I get the... I'm basically wasting for a portion of the healing on the Martyr thing, so I should probably Holy Shock others if possible, and then heal myself with Eternal Flame, because I get extra healing from Eternal Flame. I think that's kind of the play, but it's a hard habit to break. I'm just kind of playing whack-a-mole. See, I just used Holy Shock on myself as well, again, because I'm a dum-dum, and I can't help myself. Use the no, I don't think I need to use the defensive. I think I can just... See, I keep doing it again. Estúpido. Apocalypse avoided. Apocalypse untalented. Danny was quick to forgive here. Quick to forgive. Merciful goddess. We're about to get our extra wings here. I'm going to move off to the side. Tank, I think, might have gotten caught by that. It doesn't look like they did. Very good. Lots of melee this time around. We're going to move off to the side. Oh, we're gonna lay on hands on this person just to make sure they don't die to the dot right there. That little tick was gonna get rough. Standing right here should be safe. We're gonna stand... Oh, we're getting the beam thing, or the sucky suck. Sucky suck is a little bit rough sometimes if people stand too close to the magnet, but it looks like that is not the issue. Everyone is kind of in melee, so we're having all of the orbs really close to us in melee. You also have to keep dancing back and forth as people get targeted by this and the orbs go out. It's being a little bit rough. Standing super close to the edge is a good way to avoid getting hit by the orbs as they travel to their locations, even if you can't see where they're going, because they're never going to go in front of the boss, right? Nobody's been able to stand there, right? So that works out quite well. And the curve of the boss arena helps you avoid it as well. We're just gonna go. Oh, this is bad. Bad situation. I'm just gonna bubble. I feel like bubble right there was the single best thing I could do. I was in a really bad situation. Really bad position, I should say. So I just went for the bubble instead of trying to do something else. The suck comes in, so these movements will be avoided. We put out another Dawn Light. All is well. Boss is just about dead. We're gonna 2-star this. Nice. We had our reservations about the group. We thought that this might be a cursed run with bad juju, but it worked out just fine. Everyone did really, really well. I'm quite happy with it. We even got a nice little mace that we can bonk people with. I don't think anyone can... Yeah, nobody can use an intellect weapon in this group. Maybe the other paladin wants to go holy at some point. If they want it, I'm gonna give it to them. There they go. Thank you for the run. Very nice. All right, with that done, friends, with that done, we only have one key left at +2, but that was because I had an extensive WeakAuras part of the stream, so we spent our allotted time for clearing Cinder Brumetery for those WeakAuras. We also had a run where we kind of tried Cinder Brumetery, but it failed because our tank was just kind of useless, so we didn't get that done. So we're going to do Cinder Brumetery tomorrow for our video, get it to a +6, and then we're going to have a +6 stream where we clear all the 6s and get some nice gear. It's going to be great. Before I head off, I'm just going to utilize these remaining 44 Runed Undermine crests to give ourselves a nice little upgrade. Let's see. We're going to upgrade the boots all the way up to 8 out of 8. And then we're going to go and probably upgrade, I think, the necklace has a lot of good stats. But so does this thing, and it gives me main stat, and it's hero. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Secret Dredger's arm plates, which is our bracers. There we go. Still at 655 with that, but got a bit of extra main stat. So nice. That Worgen was great. What do you mean? Oh yeah, the Worgen was very interesting. Is Danny now the Nuggy Goddess or the Nuggy Mom? She's the Chat Queen. I think that's her actual title. But yes, we are donezo with the stream today, guys. We're going to go ahead and see if we can raid someone that we know and love. If Cussy Slayer ever stayed online after I was done streaming, I'd raid him. He's been raiding a whole bunch. Let us see if we can raid someone. Hold on now, hold on. I'm going to turn off our music and turn off our opera audio. There we go. Let's see if we can find someone we know. Since I was healing just now, we're going to go over to Lauren TV, which is the healer for Crit Cake, and we're going to raid them. So you guys get to see some high-level keys from a Resto Shaman perspective. We're going to start that raid. And for you guys over on YouTube, I might just wish you a good rest of your day. Have a great one.